down. What's happening? What's happening? What's going on out there in the chats? Poor Conservative says it's a multicultural thumbs up for the chef. Oh, thank you, buddy. Oh, I don't know how many people we got watching. What we got watching here? 20-ish. That's cool. I can dig it. Can't see it on Hangouts anymore because YouTube and Hangouts are all goofy. To the damn Google screwing everything up. See what we got out there. Rob C, poor Conservative, Pfeiffer. Ape down in the gun channel chat says that I need to give little guy a spot on the panel. He's sleeping. Gizzards out there, Apes out there. Jason Stewart, what's going on? Local 223. Grim. JBP, how you doing, buddy guy? Vanessa's out there. Seven Wonders out there. Obnoxious. Budget's out there. Rupan's out there. C4, Jumpy, Kinky, Guitar Man Pete, Travis T, Lead Life, Black Cat. What's going on? That's it so far. Jumpy, long time no see. How's it hanging? Down in the gun channel chat, DT, fine. Gizzards out there. Only six thumbs down with 17 watching. I know. Let's get that ratio up, people. The robots need to know what's happening.
Be the robot.
Yep. Speaking of robot, your robot's there. He's a special little guy, isn't he? Look at that little fella.
That's about as close as I can get to a minion without having to fill out the paperwork.
He's got his little cream cheese helmet on there, and he's gripping his shotgun shell. His shotgun shell, I guess. his little Sarge, robot. I don't know.
Sarge, quit putting your fantasies onto my innocent little yellow plastic pal.
A little red rocket there, Ape. I don't know. Maybe you need to put that guy in the corner. Turn him around.
Say, he's not real innocent if he's holding his red rocket on YouTube.
I don't know. Well, so much for this chat. Thanks a lot.
Right,
Thanks, Ape.
We'll switch out his red rocket with his little silver black tip. How's that?
Now he's Asian. All right. So here's what's going to happen tonight. We need a little. Well, that's true. We need a little help from the audience here. We're gonna put a bracket together. Okay. What we're gonna do is a bracket of foods that are pretty good, even when you screw them up. So the gun snap says banana bread before bed. That's a great emoji stream right there. Good job. Good job. Who's out there? What are you doing out there? Come on in here. So, what kind of foods could you screw up and they're still pretty awesome? So throw them in the chat, and guys on the panel, throw it in the chat in the panel, and we'll condense them. I'll throw them on a bracket here, and we'll knock out a bracket later on. BBB BMTBS. There you go. Snob's going to bed. Bacon? I don't know. Bacon's a tough one, man. Bacon.
Well, you can burn it. It's still pretty okay.
We'll throw it on the bracket, but I don't know. We'll see. So we got. I'm gonna do a bracket tonight. I got a little bitching to do. Okay. We also have a couple of things to talk about. Some videos that I watched that were pretty interesting, and I don't know, whatever current events is going on. I'm sure there's a lot going on out there. There's tons going on. So let's say hi to the panel first of all. C4 Defense, you're just blowing up you're going to shut the chat down over there, man.
I'm playing.
Fake chicken man. Gun Snob says fake chicken man. Obnoxious. Should we be quiet? You're in your office there.
Hold on, I'm coming. I'm coming in. Hello. Thanks for having me. I just came from quite a ways away.
In a whole nother time and dimension.
Yes, a time.
Where's that like? Is that
Time.
like a Star Trek.
Time.
What was the thing?
Time relative to the dimension in space. I'm partially German.
Huh?
Und.
Oh.
Time.
Und. Oh, I see. Seven Wonders says blueberries and vanilla ice cream. If you screw that up, you should live in the woods. We're talking about real food here, man. Real, not blueberries and ice cream. The hell, crazy guy. All right. Well, so the tortoise has landed. So the obnoxious one is here. That's nice to know. So we'll think about the bracket thing, and what we'll do is give it a little bit of time here. I'll mention it again, and then we'll just open up the chat there. People can throw them in, and I'll throw them on the list. So, Ape, what's going on, buddy?
You hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, my computer just kind of froze there for a second while it said that my antivirus wasn't installed, but not a whole lot. Getting ready and stoked for Tulsa in 2 weeks or so.
Oh, I forgot you were going out there.
Yeah. Gee, I don't show up for one show and already forgets I exist. What the hell?
Andy left.
Yeah.
You started talking. He's like, I'm out of here.
Well, fine then. He can leave. He can leave. He doesn't need to look at my new pew.
Your pewer. You got a new pewer?
I got a new
What
pew.
you got there? What is that?
It's a gun.
What is that? What is that? A Jennings?
No, you left. You left. What the hell?
I went to get a drink.
A likely story.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a little Smith & Wesson 469. It's a second gen auto. It's actually the exact same size as my M&P 9C. Even holds the same.
So that has the safety on that is up, right? And it looked like it was up to turn it off, like a Beretta, like a 92.
Nope, it's down. It's the same as what's on my my 5906 here.
Oh. All right. Frankie, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. Just having audio issues constantly, so now I'm on my phone and it's weird.
You sound better. You sound good. You sound fine. No big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just having a good Sunday. How about you guys?
Oh, I had a good Sunday. Yep. I slept in for sure. I had a rough night yesterday, but how about everybody else? How was Sunday?
I worked for 12 hours, so
12 hours, that's it?
Yeah.
Fell asleep in a recliner and woke up 5 hours later.
That's a good Sunday. Nothing wrong with that.
I hate you.
It wasn't a very comfortable recliner. Then we got up, was supposed to help with moving, and they told me go back to bed, so I said, okay.
No, you poor baby. Fell asleep in an uncomfortable, a not so comfortable recliner, and then offered to help, and they said, no, go to bed. What a bitch. What a bitch of a day. That's rough.
I know, and my Black Rifle coffee, caffeinated as fuck, wasn't quite as caffeinated as fuck as I was hoping.
Oh, and your favorite coffee mug was dirty? Jeez.
No, it wasn't dirty. It had beer in it.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Ohio 45 says he's reloading 308. Very cool. Gizzard, what's going down?
Not a whole lot. Thanks for the invite.
Mm-hmm. You were up early this morning with the early bird chat, yeah?
Yep, did that. Drove home. Got on another chat this evening. I've been YouTubing it, man.
Putting some miles on the YouTubes all day, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Kingpin, what's going down?
Not too much. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Budget, what's going on?
Not a whole lot. Thanks for the invite. Just kind of sitting here at work, hoping I don't get stuck with a double like I did yesterday.
Yeah, I hear you. Do you have much going on at work right now? Is it kind of slow?
Right this second, we're kind of slow, thankfully. Yeah. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys.
Yeah. What exactly do you do there? What's your job? What do you? I think I've heard you talk about it, but I don't remember exactly what you do.
I am the midnight supervisor at a juvenile correctional facility.
Uh-huh.
So basically, bottom line, I do bed checks all night, paperwork and whatnot. Make sure nobody's doing anything they are not supposed to be, process intakes, respond to any emergencies that come up, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. Usually pretty quiet, but when it isn't, it goes sideways really far, really quick.
So is it like, do you have to, is it a kind of place where people randomly bring people in, or is it like they're going to be brought in?
Think of it as a county jail, but for minors.
Right. That's kind of what I was trying to make to liken it to that. Is it something that you could just randomly get people brought in, or
Yeah, I could randomly get somebody brought in at any time. It just say Sarge happens to work in my county and he's out and about and arrests some wonderful young person for being the good citizen that they are and decides that they can't go home with mom, then they come to me. He drops them off and goes about his merry way, and I process them in, and they wait until tomorrow and see the judge. The judge decides whether they stay here until their next court date or get to go home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's tough.
And oftentimes they're not very happy about it.
Yeah, it's got to be it's got to be a tough.
Glorified babysitter. Well, yeah, except most babysitters don't get spit on, punched, kicked, and run the risk of being stabbed on a daily. But other than that, sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's the glorified part.
I don't know. Sounds like a typical weekend when you get the caffeinated and sugared kids back from your grandparents.
Mm. And the Mad Crapper, what's going on with you?
Not much. Was on Sarge's show last week. We went out looking for plants for the missus to plant around the house because apparently 26 wooded acres needs more landscaping. So we did that. We did that today.
You gotta keep that sugar mama happy.
Yep, that's why I do it. You want plants? All right, we'll go.
Go plant some kudzu.
No,
I don't.
Oh boy,
don't need to. I just
burning metal.
You you won't even realize that one of these days you're going to go out back and open up the door and the outside is going to come inside. It'd be like Jumanji or something. She's like, I ran out of space outside, so we're just planting it on the front porch now. It's working its way in. So, Sarge, what's going on?
Nothing. I worked 12 hours today, and I'm relaxing. I'm happy about it.
So, were you at
editing video this evening?
Were you at regular work, or were you, I know you have a side gig?
Side gig.
Can you talk about that? What does that entail, or is that something that you don't talk about?
It's kind of it's not the same.
I don't think I've ever asked you.
Yeah, we just kind of sometimes we sit and monitor situations and make sure everybody's good at another facility.
That sounds like some CIA level crap right there. We just sit and monitor some situations and make sure
it's really closer to the glorified babysitter
stuff. Well, we find situations that need to. Yeah, quit trying to church it up, Dirt.
So you're Agent S. Is that what we should call you then?
I don't know.
You flashy thingy them and leave.
It's very official. We find situations that need monitored, and we monitor the shit out of them.
Yes.
Extreme monitoring.
You have been monitored.
You have been monitored. You need to get.
Is Sarge not saying he's a man in black?
That's what I said. It's Agent S.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well,
I thought it was Agent C.
You're working on
Just look at
patches,
my
Sarge,
pen.
but when do you get your when do you get your stickers that says you have been detained? When are you getting those out?
The what?
You need to get some stickers out that says you have been detained.
Oh, yes, you're correct. I got to get the patches done first, and then we're going to work on stickers.
Yeah, the patches were cool. The ones that the difference was that one was round and had the round back, and the other one didn't. Right? I think the going with the shaped one is cool.
Yeah, I thought the other one might have been a little edgy, but there's not even, and it's not even close. It's like 95% went for option B.
Yeah,
so I'd say that's a little bit.
Yeah, it's cool to have the shapes. I think having a round one is kind of boring.
Mm-hmm. So I found.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that started tomorrow, probably. Going to get all the details worked out.
You said you're having a GoFundMe for that or an Indiegogo or something?
I'm going to do an Indiegogo. I'm going to set it low, just enough to help me get it started. And just and basically, I'm going to try to pre-sell some. And then if it does pretty well, I'm gonna buy some more on top of it so I can get a pretty decent little stock of them.
He's e-begging, essentially.
No, not in the least. I'm not even trying to cover the entire cost. I'm just trying to get most of it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, what you said, I don't know if, a lot of people would do is basically you treat it more like a pre-sale than anything else,
That's all it is. Just doing a pre-sale. Because I don't know about you, but I fork out a lot of money for hats. I fork out a lot of money for shirts, and then they sit there, and I end up giving more away than I actually sell. So I thought, well, this time maybe I could try to sell some up front, and then I'll have more to give away at the end. If who knows what I'll do with them.
Yeah, and that's kind of my plan too, is to do just like you're doing is some sort of simple short-term Indiegogo, maybe try and get a couple $100 to do a set of patches. I just need to, Gary said he might try and give me a hand, but I just want to do some tweaks to my logo before I do it. Obnoxious says you better get to Frankie before she gets pecked to death. Maybe she did, and now we can't see her. Maybe the chicken took over.
Now she's gone.
Chicken was gizzard.
Chicken lives.
Chicken lives.
It's a cute little chicken. It's a nice, fluffy, soft. I've seen meaner chickens in my life. For sure.
Don't be fooled by the cuteness. The cuteness is their weapon. They lure you in with the cuteness. Oh, it's so soft. It's so fuzzy. Next thing you know, your hand is missing up to the elbow.
It's so fluffy.
But yeah, I wanna try and get my logo tweaked a little bit. You can't see the top of the skull of mine, and I want to switch the butter knife with a bayonet. I think would be kind of cool. So instead of a fork and a knife, it'd be a fork and a bayonet. And then, other than that, I like my logo. I think it's pretty cool.
I think I drew you one a long time ago, didn't I? When you said you wanted to update it.
I don't think so.
Oh,
if you did, you never sent it. If you did, oh, maybe you did then. I don't know. Kevin's out there. He's chipmunk dancing. Okay. Brown chicken, brown cat. What else is going on out there? Yeah, he says Ghost is good. Yeah, Ghost has been super, super busy though. Ghost has been real busy, and he's got a lot of stuff going on at home. So I'm not trying to bug him. But yeah, he loves to do logos and stuff. He's done quite a few, and I just don't want to put anything more on his plate, And and I'm trying to get it done on a cheap, nothing too crazy. So,
give a little mana crayon.
If we will continue with the show as soon as we get our first super chat. As we, I'm not saying we're e-begging, but as soon as that we get our first super chat, we'll continue with the show.
The show is in danger of shutting off right now.
Yep.
Remember, if you pledge at the $15 level, Midnight will shut up for 5 seconds, as well as getting a lovely tote bag.
It could be a $1 super chat. It could be a $1 super chat. But we're going to sit here quietly until we get our first one. Okay. Now the problem for you guys is I only have a little over 500 subs. So you're going to have to go out there and hit the pavements, get me about 480 more subs, and then convince somebody to give me $1 through super chat. So get on it. Okay. Sit here quietly. Okay. This is the best part of the show. Oh, Ape game. Okay, there we go. Ape, $1. There we go. Okay, nice. Ape comes through in a pinch.
Damn it, Ape.
Pfeiffer says, don't you need 1,000 subs to get super chats? He says, see you next week then.
Guitar Man Pete's like, no super chat button?
Oh, hey, speaking of subs, I got 100 or reached my 100 sub today. The gun-toting pacifist bit the bullet and became number 100.
Very cool.
Why, I don't know.
Oh, hey.
I think I got to 61 subscribers. Was very excited.
Very cool.
Nice.
I've picked up quite a bit in the past. That was real slow there for a while. I picked up a few and then
promotion.
What's that?
It's the cross promotion.
Well, that and that video that I did on the bill is pushing 1,000 views, and I know I've gotten a couple from that too. So in the past week, I mean, since I think last week's show I had like 502 or 506. I've got 521 right now. So I picked up quite a few in the past week, which is cool. I'm sure a couple from Instagram, maybe 1 or 2, that kind of thing too. But have floated over. But it's neat to see a little pop, a little pop in subs. It was nice to hit 500. I started pulling some swag together for a giveaway. It's not anything super, super crazy, but there's some cool stuff in there already. And, over the next week or so, I'm going to add to it and then do some sort of contest. So that'll be kind of neat. Phoenix says $1 to put more clothes on. Got a shirt here if I have to. Do what I have to for that $1.
Do it.
Kingpin says, I'll give you $5 if you go back to being silent. I will await
it 6.
I will await the
$6.50
notification from PayPal. Thank you. When did Seven Wonders is saying, when did I start my channel? Boy, I did my first video a year and a half ago ish, something like that. It was really close to, I joined gun channels right around the same time when Ghost did, Gary did, Ellis did. There was quite a few of us within a month or so that joined gun channels at the same time. We're all very new, and started doing videos after that. Joined my first chat on Never Enough Ammo Patreon chat once monetization and ad revenue and all that hit the fan. A lot of people, guys like him that were getting quite a bit of ad money lost it. And they started, trying to promote Patreon to people that would like to, that's how I said that, would like to help support the channel. And I'm one of those people that supports Matt's show. So he started doing, that's a whole lot of zeros, Stell, thanks.
Yeah, but you didn't see there is a decimal point on the far left.
Oh, you cheap bastard! You cheap bastard!
No, he gave you 10 cents.
I'll allow it.
I mean, that
true,
might be enough for a phone call?
Drop the dime. So he started doing for a little while. He was doing Patreon only chats, and I jumped into one of those. And he sent me a link, and I jumped onto his chat. And I think I was still at the restaurant, bullshit a little bit, and I was like, "Wow, this is pretty cool. It's pretty neat." And then ended up jumping on his panel during the show a couple times, and then sort of started making the rounds, and the rest is history. So I've got I don't even know how many videos I got now. It's a bunch. I got like 60,000 views or something like that. Sarge is saying I'm anti-cop. Why do you say that?
It's just because of what you just said.
What did I say?
You support the anti-cop channels.
What? Oh, no. Oh, NEA. Oh, yeah. So the views of Midnight Range do not directly result of views of Midnight Range. $10 a hot dog payable at the NRA show. Rob says.
So wait, does he want a hot dog from you for $10, or does he want you to eat a hot dog for $10?
While he films.
Oh.
Yeah, live.
Gizzard needs 39 to get to 500. Let's see if we can get Gizzard a little closer to the 500 mark today. That would be awesome. We did it for Sarge here. We helped bump him up on the show.
I got bumped down immediately after.
Well, I mean, my viewers aren't loyal. They're helpful, but they're not loyal.
That one, that chat where we tried to do the little drive so I could have the giveaway, I lost 17 subs right after the chat went off the air.
What?
I ended up in the hole at the end.
Well, how the hell is that? I mean, I know people have been talking about that.
As soon as it went off, it went drop 17.
It's the robots.
Back.
It's the robots.
Now, I know YouTube has like the whole policy against sub for sub, right? Like if you say, "Oh, I'll sub you if you subscribe to me." Yeah, you're not supposed to do that, and they don't like that or whatever. I wonder if there's something in the algorithm that lets them know that you were on a chat or something, and
well, I saw something.
You were doing like a subscriber drive or something.
It was right after when they said they cleared out a bunch of old accounts and stuff. It was like a month after that when that chat happened, and I saw something either just after that or the day before that said they were starting to hold subscribers, and then they were verifying the channels were real before you got the subscriber count. I read something like that. I don't know whether it's true or not, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I like to go into a little waiting room, and then you get them later.
They started cracking down on sub streams, like you were talking about, where somebody will pop open a live stream, and then everybody just goes sub for sub in the chat rooms, and then never watches anybody's channel and stuff like that, and gets a bunch of fake accounts, and basically just getting their numbers up, and YouTube's putting a stop to that.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever. I can honestly say I don't know that I've ever lost more than like one sub or two subs. Yeah. I've been really lucky. When people were talking about that happening, like people talk about that happening like crazy.
That's the only time it happened was during that chat. It didn't happen any other time.
Yeah, Scott's saying we had 5 people chatting on G's live stream Saturday, but showing one person watching. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of weirdness. I don't really understand some of the things they do. Like we were talking about not being able to see how many viewers or people are watching. Why not? Why the hell did they take, of all things they didn't? Why did they take that away? Haterade says because the people were chatting were in the chat. No, if you're in the panel, it still counts you as a viewer. 7 Wonder says I'm gonna tell all my subs to unsub you. The one or two that I did lose too was, Gunpowder Beauty went through a really gnarly patch where she had to resubscribe to people like crazy. I think she had to resubscribe to me like 3 times or something. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that, but I know other people have said that too. So I've been really lucky. I think most people that, and that was, and that's why, like, I have never done I've said this before, I've never done a giveaway. I've never done a giveaway. I didn't want to do one until I hit a good solid number. So I wanted them to be, I wanted it to be sort of natural and just let it happen. And people that subbed, I wanted them to sub because of that, not because I wanted to try and win some garbage. Pfeiffer says probably just YouTube BS. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Glimtech, what's going on? Damn, we're infected by PA. That's right. I forget where he is now. Glimtech said he used to be in law enforcement in PA. Glimtech, where are you at now? And are you out of it now, I guess?
I think we have a more pressing matter. The chat's been infected by pastel rubber duckies.
Rubber ducky, you're the one.
I think they're cute.
Channel strike.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, Graham.
What did you do to get your channel struck? Saying rubber ducky. Like, oh, it happens.
Now, are those the ducks that have the light in them?
No.
Oh.
These are like the old school cool ducks.
Yeah.
He just picks them up and starts slamming them around like a psychopath.
Duck abuse.
Do they have lights in them? No, bang, bang, bang. Oh my God, they're so angry.
It's Frankie's fault. She asked.
Yeah, I'm doing this because I love you. Bang, bang, bang.
Where's roll call when you need him?
I think he's going to jump in a few minutes.
Oh,
who's that? Who, roll call?
Maybe.
There he is.
The devil.
He's got money he's got channel money to spend.
Look at that. He's seen the ducks.
Yeah, he's seen the ducks.
For sale. I got ducks for sale. Who needs ducks?
Larry, no, come back.
Larry, scary Larry. He was a pest tonight, boy. Cleaning out the cage.
Yeah.
He's pecking everybody but me. He's my buddy. I'm gonna have to bring him to Tulsa.
Larry's a real pecker.
He's a real pecker.
Introducing Larry, the pecking duck.
Jorge says I only had to re-sub to only channel once, but I had a couple of bells unclicked. Yeah, that was going on too. Mm-hmm. I've been pretty lucky. That's only really happened to me once or twice. I have had one or two channels where I don't know how the hell I got subbed to them. I have had that happen once or twice where I'll get something from a channel, you know what I mean? I'll get a video that pops up and I was like, why the hell is this on my subscriber feed, you know? And
Justin Bieber again.
Yeah, what the hell is this? Glimtech says he's about 2 hours away from G-Webs. Cool. And I thought for sure you were down in one of the Quackalinas down here.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Glimtech sent me that.
Oh shit! Cool.
I'm pretty sure he sent me that.
So is that the one that has the odd, like, where's that from?
From Gila County.
Gila, yeah.
Arizona.
Seven Wonders says whoever mentioned screwdrivers owes my wife a bottle of orange juice.
No.
Just skip the orange juice and drink the vodka.
That's your responsibility as a loving and caring husband to make sure that she has whatever alcoholic and non-alcoholic mixers she needs.
That's right.
And the black
should always be stocked up.
Mm-hmm. Happy wife, happy life. Intoxicated wife, it can go either way.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
People can get so mad, so angry.
could be a mean drunk.
Yeah. I just get stupid. I just get stupider.
How can you tell?
It's a scale of 1 to 10. I'm usually around an 8, so just bumps it up a notch. Nothing too crazy. So let's talk about this. Talk about some of the stuff here. What's going on in the world today? Anything interesting? There's all sorts of crazy shit going on. I just haven't been able to. Yesterday was a. I got to work at 8:15 in the morning. I think I left at 2:30 in the morning. So it was quite the day. Probably. Honestly, I just got a text from Travis. Probably one of the roughest days I think I've ever had in the kitchen. Busy for brunch. Had a guy not show up, or had a guy, call off / not show up, which sets you back for the whole day. Because then you have that extra guy that was gonna do prep and help out and stuff. Now he's on the line. Got into dinner. It just went straight from brunch into dinner. We had about a 20-minute lull where we didn't have any tickets. Other than that, we had tickets going on, and dinner was just brutal. Super, super busy, just straight through steady all the way till about 10 o'clock. It was just one of the roughest days I think I've had in the kitchen. So I just got a text from Travis. It says, bro, I just was getting ready to hit the hay when I saw your podcast title. What happened? Okay, so that's the title of the title of the podcast tonight, or one of them is I received a damaged Olight. And I did. I received a damaged Olight from Travis P11. So Travis, if you watched that Travis's video last week on the Olight Warrior X, he did probably the most thorough review of anything in the history of anything, which is awesome. I mean, I don't say this jokingly, but Travis does an amazing job at stuff. Like, if you want to check out a review if you want to check something out and he has a review of it, make that your #1 video to watch. Travis P11. Because when he does a review, he puts time into it, he puts energy and effort into it, and he does a really good job. Even his goofy, stupid videos are done really well. So last week on the podcast, I was saying how my Olight wandered off on me. And he's like, I just got this Olight Warrior X. He's like, I just did a video on it and all this kind of stuff. And he said, how about I send it to you and let you check it out? So he did. I picked it up the other day. I haven't had a whole lot of chance to mess around with it or not, but man, this thing is a beast. This thing is a freaking monster. It's rugged as hell. It also he sent me his came with a mount to mount it on a weapon, a rifle, and it's got a pressure switch that attaches magnetically. Actually, I can show it to you because I was playing with it a little bit. And one thing I'm not sure about yet is I can't get the mount of for the pressure switch to hook onto my rail. It seems like my rail is too tall for it to snap on there. But so anyway, he ran it through its paces. He put it underwater. He let it run the battery dead. He dropped it on his concrete floor. So when I got it, it has a couple of dings in it, and so I thought it would be funny to put that in the title. I wanted to see if he would notice it, and he did. It was kind of funny. But so I mounted it on the side of the. I just put it on my AK. I can't put it on my AR because I have an M-lock and I don't have a rail on it. But what's really cool is the pressure switch is magnetic. So you can see this, pretty neat. That's pretty slick, right? It just so this thing's pretty cool. I'm gonna play with it a little bit, and what I want to do is, now that the weather's changed a little bit, and the weather's getting pretty nice, I want to take it up to camp and shoot at night a little bit. So I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks to to do that. I'm not gonna. Travis says I need a rail section, so I need to put a rail section on my rail section.
On your M-Lock.
M-Lock.
Oh yeah, for my AR, but for my AK it has a rail on it, but I can't get the see this here. Maybe Travis, maybe you can tell me what I'm doing wrong. So the pressure switch goes in this, and it's set up just like a ladder, but I can't get this on my rail. It won't snap onto my rail.
Is it like a stiff rubber?
Yeah, and I've tried to get it on, and I feel like, what'd you say?
Heat it.
Did you
heat it?
Oh, fucking heat it? Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna. What are you gonna take a blowtorch to it?
No, put it in the microwave in a cup of water.
No, or a hairdryer. Just warm it up a little bit.
It just seems like it's not. It just seems like it's too shallow to go on the rails, which is weird because it's not like a knob. It's a regular rail. I've got other stuff mounted to it, so I don't know. I'm gonna play with it a little bit.
Rail mount snaps over the top. So like you can get like one side hooked in, but the other side won't like snap over it.
Like it feels like.
Have you tried sliding it on from the end of the rail?
Yeah, I tried that. That didn't work. Lock it on the bottom, and it snaps over the top. Yeah, that's what I tried. I mean, maybe it is just a thing where I just really have to muscle it on, or put it in like a little warm water. Maybe I never even thought of that. That's a good idea. So.
Or a hairdryer. Just warm it up.
Put it on your pants.
You kidding? Look at this guy. He doesn't own a hairdryer.
Yeah, my wife's got one that probably costs more than my rifle, though. So yeah, I'm gonna play with it a little bit, but this thing's a beast. So.
But does banana bread make it sleep?
I don't know, man. But with 2,000 lumens, you can wake the beast up for sure.
That's a lot of lumens.
That's a lot of lumens. That's a lot of lumens. Yeah.
Great. Now I got to find a way to put in a 13,000 lumen light on my AR. Great.
Yeah. So what's kind of neat is even without the pressure switch, I mounted it to the left-hand side of the rail instead of the right, and you can just reach up with your thumb and tap it on. So yeah, Travis is a good dude, man. He was like, "Hey, I'll send you this. Have some fun with it," and I appreciate it a lot. And one of the things I wanted to say about that is, people talk about supporting a channel. There's lots and lots of ways to support a channel. Throwing a couple bucks at them is really cool, or and that's all fine and good. But supporting them with something like this, I mean, is awesome. Stealth Hunter says it's Chinese test the lumen output. You may have been cheated. Okay, so it's even if it's 1,000, I don't give a shit. Even when it's on the low setting is super bright too. So
it's only 1,950 lumens. You get
yeah. But there's a conversion rate. The yen is weird, so it's it is what it is.
In 3 months, lumens will be back up.
Lumens is a standard. It's a world standard.
I don't know. Your little guy's smoking a stogie there now, huh? Your little robot? Is he smoking a stogie?
Just notice that? Well, he's smoking a 357.
Oh. So, keep that in mind because if you can hook up somebody that does videos or hook up a creator with some cool stuff or give them a heads up on something that's on sale or do whatever. I mean that's cool. That's cool and it's helpful too. And use the comment sections. Give feedback to creators and do all that kind of stuff because that motivates and it really helps. So yeah, not everybody has the ability to shoot at night.
You don't either to get that pressure switch figured out.
What's that?
You don't either till you get that pressure switch figured out.
Zip ties.
Oh. Well, that's the thing. That's what I was saying. Like it's so I have it right above my, I can just kind of reach up and this is that's the low setting.
Well,
no. You got to use the rubberized Gorilla Glue. The gel, not the liquid.
JB Weld and duct tape, that'll make it work.
Well, you know, I have a little bit of that spray adhesive left from doing the patch panels. Just there you go.
Work.
White Trashtical Tactical has the mount and or solution you're looking for, it says.
Some chewing gum.
Travis says, just so you know, it snapped over the Magpul M-Lock rail section of my AR. Yeah, I have one rail section on my AR, and that's what I have my angle foregrip on. I have another rail section, but I can't mount it because the damn screws are wrong. I bought it from it's an AIM company, AIM, and they had an issue back in the day, like a year or so ago, where some of their rail sections, certain lengths, like the 7 slot or whatever, apparently came with the wrong screws, the wrong bolts, and you couldn't use them. It wouldn't work. I called the company and they didn't have a fix at the time. They didn't have they contracted with a company to make them, and they sent them the wrong bolts. So I gotta get in contact with them again, and if I can find it. I stuck it somewhere so I didn't lose it, and of course can't
lose it.
Yeah, it's somewhere. I don't know where it is. I have to root around and look. It might be in my desk or something, but
so like the actual M-Lock thing that turns around wasn't right, or the screws for it?
The screws themselves, the heads were too big, so you couldn't get it flush into the, it didn't sink into the rail section. And they're really nice. They're aluminum sections. For the same price as, the M-Lock plastic ones, I bought the aluminum ones. I thought, oh, that's great, a little more rugged. And, I bought 2 sections of rail. One of them worked, one of them didn't. So, they sent me W-Lock instead. Yeah, they were upside down.
The only issue I've had with M-Lock was that the screws were too long. Like anything other than like a pencil barrel or like a real fat handguard, the screws would actually like jack on my barrel.
Oh,
that completely happened to my buddy's Scar 17. He bought an M-Lock section to go on the bottom, and he was wondering why his accuracy was off. And we got to looking, and the screws were touching the barrel. So he had to take it off, cut the screws off, and then he bought a little tiny torque wrench and put it back on correctly. Pretty neat.
Just trying to manhandle this damn thing on now that he says you can get it on. Oh, there it's
brown cow. And now you'll never get it off again.
Well, yeah, probably. Wrong. I think I wanted to have it on the other side, but that's okay. No, yeah, it did. It did go on there now that
Oh, look, it works.
Yeah, an object that was properly designed works.
Yeah,
for its intended purpose.
I learned long ago that sometimes if it doesn't force it is not a good method for life. Because there's a couple of times in life where that doesn't tend to work out very good.
Square peg in a round hole.
Yeah, exactly. So that's cool. Yeah, so I'll definitely be playing around with this. So if there's one channel I'd say go to for reviews if you can, go to Travis's channel, man. He doesn't fuck around.
All bow to the King Travi.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a reason that he's grown a lot in the past year and a half since I've been looking around. I mean, I don't remember how many. I want to say that when I first started getting involved with gun channels and stuff, Travis probably had a couple of thousand subs. He's got like 13 or 14,000 subs, I think, now. And it's because what he does well. That's awesome.
Teacher. He knows how to talk to people.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a lot to do with it, But I think even more of it is like what you do, If you like what you do, you'll do it more gooder. You'll do it more better.
You do it more goodly.
More goodlier. That's right. Yeah, awesome. So, all right. So let's talk about this bracket. Let's talk about it a little bit more. The people in the chat can get involved with this a little bit. Here's what we're looking for. We're looking for foods that even if you screw them up, they're still pretty damn good. Okay. So throw it out in the chat there. Pizza, cheeseburgers. Somebody said bacon. You throw bacon on this list. And you guys in the panel can put them in the chat if you want to. Or mashed taters. And I'll start. Guy that comments says ramen. I'll throw ramen in there. Pizza.
Frankie's Glitter and Guns and Glitter says cinnamon toast.
Cinnamon toast? Okay.
Tacos. It has to be a specific kind of sandwich there, guy that comments.
Hot dog. Yeah. We'll put hot dog in there. Somebody said hot dog.
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. Okay. Potted meat.
No. It has to be Spam. Only Spam is immune. Not any of that
PB&J?
Treat or Purina.
Purina.
I don't know. I grew up eating potted meat.
God, your parents hate you guys. God.
Oh, it's not.
Just turn the can upside down.
It's not hate. It's toughening them up.
Guess what's for dinner? It's going to be the potted meat. Yay! We're having it 8 times in a row this week. Yay!
Potted meat, such a treat. All we get to eat.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Or just exits out either front or back faster than expected.
How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
I go to the fridge and I eat it.
Lamb burger helper. Yeah.
Oh.
Get out there, Frankie.
I got this. I got this bracelet that has a blade in it. It's a great self-defense tool, for when you're trying to get someone off you so you can reach for your gun or whatever. But
my wife needs one of those.
Yeah, it's from the Paraclaw Outdoor Edge. It only costs like $20, but it just snaps into place. I did a review on it on my channel, but I was trying to show Travis P11. But this thing is seriously cool, and it's adjustable for your wrist, so you get the right size, and then you just burn it, so it stays or whatever. I really like it.
Does it creep you out that you have a knife against your wrist?
No.
I'm serious. I'll tell you what. I love horror movies. We watch horror movies all the time. My wife's into horror movies too. But people getting cut on the wrist, or there was a movie a while back where somebody was walking down the steps and somebody underneath the steps cut their Achilles tendon, and I was like, "Buh." That shit gets to me.
Isn't that in the preview for the newest version of Pet Sematary?
I don't know. If it is, it's not the one I
reaches up and gets their ankle as they come down the stairs.
That messes me up, man. That's one of the things I could watch. People catch a hatchet in the face, and I was like, oh man, cool special effects, But somebody nicks the back of your leg, and I'm like, oh god.
I'm telling you, in real life. In real life, there's some stabbings and cuttings are horrific.
Yeah. I think most people that have seen a knifing would probably agree they'd rather be shot than stabbed for sure.
Yeah, a lot of times the shootings aren't that bad.
It's super comfortable, and I've played around with it as far as opening it and how close it is to my veins and whatever else. It's not.
So is that something you can open one-handed on the wrist that it's on, or do you need both, or do you need your offhand to get it off?
You can use just one hand. That's the idea. If somebody's got you by the backs or whatever, just use your.
For sure, be the opposite one.
Okay.
Here, let me see if I can get it on.
I just didn't know if it was all like Assassin's Blade cool thing where all you had to do was just a little flick.
Well, you did. No, hang on.
Now, don't hurt yourself demonstrating
Yeah,
this.
this is where she cuts her wrist and Travis pukes.
Yes. I don't know. He's got that look in
He
his
just
eye.
passes out like Ric Flair. He just does a flop, face down to the coffee table.
Right onto the keyboard.
You just put your thumb on there and just pop it open and just rip it off, and then now you just have a little. And this is strong and tough, so it's like a handle.
I mean, it's definitely a pretty cool little slashing weapon for sure. Or if you need to like tornado a mushroom or something on the fly, that happens to me all the time.
Right.
All the time, I gotta like peel a potato out in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, oh shit, good thing yep.
Midnight, you haven't left the kitchen in 3 weeks. How are you out in the middle of nowhere? I'm seriously concerned about your mental being.
I was gonna say it's a mental thing. I'm out in the middle of nowhere, inside my own head.
You just walk in one day and like, the beautiful field of wheat. I'll make some homemade pasta. Let's cut this wheat and make some flour. You wait. You start boiling the water and like, what smells like burning paint? You look down. Oh, that wasn't wheat. Those were the plastic roses on the tables.
Phoenix says, talk to me once you've had your sturmum. Sturmum? Really?
Strummin?
Sturmum. Sturmum sawed in half. Yeah.
Sturman, is that like a mermaid thing?
I guess. Sturman, Merman.
Yeah,
Seven Wonders.
Your sternum?
Seven Wonders may have had a stroke. I'm not really sure.
Whose wife is that? Whose wife is that? Seven Wonders.
Smile. Pick both hands up. Stick your tongue out.
Say spaghetti for me.
No, supposed to have him sing "Happy Birthday."
Yeah.
Seven. All you need to know is that it's not your wife.
Glimtech says getting stabbed really sucks. I don't know that anybody could disagree with that statement. It's tough to argue with that. So all right, what do we got? We need a couple more foods here. We got cinnamon toast, Slim Jims, ramen, PB&J, burgers, hot dogs, tacos, pizza, grilled cheese. Cheesesteak.
Seven Wonders says spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Spaghetti.
How about fried eggs?
Yeah, somebody did say eggs. Yeah.
I said eggs/omelets.
Boiled dinner. Rupen, you got to be more specific than that. I mean, are we boiling fish? We boiling eggs? We boiling water?
Quesadilla, that's a pretty good one.
Quesadilla.
Popcorn.
You can screw up popcorn.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, you can mess up popcorn.
Following the directions on the back. Yeah. Sweet sour chicken.
Fries.
Does cereal count? We're talking hot cereal or cold
really
cereal?
Cooking it.
Yeah. As long as it's not catacorn cereal.
I would think like hot oatmeal, maybe.
Boiled air. Does cereal count? Sweet and sour chicken, onion rings,
oatmeal,
Jello.
Okay, we'll put.
The only way you can ruin Jello is by putting stuff in it that's not Jello.
Did you get my bouillon in there?
And that would be Bill Cosby.
Okay, we'll put bouillon in there for you.
Bouillon. Otherwise known as, hey, I burnt the stuff in the bottom of the pan. Let me compress it into a cube.
We'll do the bracket. We'll do the bracket after a rant. Okay.
And I ranted so far away.
So, as we were on, me and Little Dude stopped in to say hi on Gary's chat this morning. And we all decided that we were going to go to the park. Okay. So snack, got dressed, went to the park, pulled into the park, and there's a ton of people there. There was a whole big group having like a cookout or something there, which is really cool because there's just kids running around all over the place. And which is cool because I mean, you know, he'd come up meeting kids and he's just having a blast. There's just kids running all over the place. So we're playing a little bit, and I'm following him around because, you know, I'm not like a helicopter dad or whatever they call them, you know, helicopter moms. But he's 4. So, you know, he's climbing on stuff and whatnot. So just kind of following him around, making sure he's okay. We're not watching him because, you know, 4 years old or something, you never know what the hell he's going to do, right? And see this little guy, little guy. I mean, this kid had to have been 3, sort of walking around. And I mean, you know, there's all these kids all over the place. And I see this little guy walking around by himself and kind of looking around. I was like, it doesn't seem like anybody's watching him. I'm like, okay, maybe he's got a big brother or sister or something and they're keeping an eye on him. And he's climbing up the little jungle gym thing and goes down the slide. And he's a little daredevil. He goes down the slide face first on his belly. Gets down the slide, off the slide, boom, into the dirt. And I was like, oh shit, you know, like, ooh, and you know, you just kind of, ooh. And another kid he cried a little bit. Another kid came over and picked him up a little bit, brushed him off, and he was okay. And he went and ran about his business. I was like, oh shit, man. I felt bad for the little dude, face full of dirt. But as time went, no adult came with this little dude. He was with the group, obviously, who was all sitting at like a little pavilion, maybe, I don't know, 25 yards away or something. You know, pretty far to be too far to do anything if this little guy did something bad or got in trouble or fell or something, right? Or hurt himself. And so I'm looking around and I'm just kind of watching. I'm keeping an eye on the little guy. Tied his shoe for him. He's running around without his shoe on, or without his shoe tied. Tied his shoe for him, and he was little, too old to talk. He had a couple of words. He said like "mom" or "mommy" or whatever. And you know, he went to climb up like a little rock. It's not a wall, but like they have this, not like a rock climber has the little handholds or something. It was like supposed to be like a pretend mountain, and you could climb up the little side of the mountain and then go down the slide or something. This little dude's trying to climb up it, and I kind of stood behind him while he was doing it. So I was like, man, if this kid falls, I'm gonna feel bad. And he slipped a couple times going up, and I was just kind of like, I wanted to grab him. I was like, okay. And went up and went down the slide again. All the time, my son's beside me, and he's doing stuff, and he's a little bit older. So he's going up and coming down the slide, and I'm kind of, you know, talking to him and doing, you know, interacting with my son and stuff too. I mean, my son's only a couple feet away from me. And, you know, and I kind of walk away. He comes down and he goes and does something else. And my son goes over to the swing, wants to swing. So I'm pushing him in the swing. And from behind me, here comes this little guy again. And he runs from behind me and goes to run under the swings. And I snagged the back of my son's swing. He's in one of the swings that you like sit in, right? It's like a seat. It's not just a
saddle slings kind of.
Yeah, exactly, like a saddle.
Not just a belt with 2 chains.
And right. And he came up to the back and he started to go front, and out of the corner of my eye I see this little guy running, and I snagged it and I stopped it. And it would have kicked this little guy right in the face. My son's a pretty big kid. It would have been a lot of force, right? So the little guy comes running, and there's another mom pushing her son. And I look at her, and she kind of, you know, looks at me, and I was like, wow, And eventually he's playing a little bit, and this other mom actually picks the little guy up and puts him in a swing, and she's pushing him a little bit. You know, and then they got to leave. So I'm pushing the guy a little bit. Before that, he was picking up tan bark and throwing at other kids, and me and this other mom are like, "No, buddy, don't." You know, grab his little hands, like, "No, don't throw tan bark." And every minute, couple of minutes, I look up at the people under the pavilion, and I'm like, "Where's your mom, buddy?" You know, So she puts him in the swing and she pushes him a little bit. And I'm pushing him a little bit, and my son gets to, he wants to go do something else. We take him off the swing. I take this little guy out of the swing. And he goes and runs off back into the playground. And this went on the whole time we were there. Once, while we were there, which was 2 hours, somebody that looked like it could be his mom if it was very, very young, a very, very young mom, or an older sister, one or the other, I'm not really sure. Or a cousin, I guess, or something. Came down to check on him, to see him. Where they were sitting, they were on the opposite side of all the jungle gyms and the swings and the slides and stuff. He was on the opposite side of that playing. He could have wandered off into the woods. Somebody could have grabbed him. Somebody could have done something to him. Bad, horrible, right? And I had went back to the swing, so my son wanted to swing again, and this little guy followed us over. I plopped him in the swing, and I was swinging both, my kid and this other little guy, swinging him in the swing. Another mom and a dad walked up. They were pushing their kid and asked me about him. I said, "Oh, he's not my son." They said, "Oh, he's not your son." I was like, "No, this is my son." And they're like, "Well, whose son is he?" I was like, "I don't know." Somebody with the group up there. So. I know, I'm just kind of rambling and I'm sort of telling a story here, but, the title of, the second title of this is, Watch Your Kids. It was really sad. It was really upsetting to see this little dude kind of on his own. You think about some of the horrendous, horrible, miserable, no good, rotten fucking people in this world. And, I'm picking up this kid that I don't know and putting him on a swing and bending over and tying his shoe for him. What if I wasn't a good dude, right? What if I wasn't a good guy? What if I wasn't, the kind of person that I am? So if you're out there and you take your kid to the park, you take your kid to the mall, you take your kid to the store, watch your fucking kid. Pay attention to your fucking kids. Okay? Don't let them off to themselves. Don't say, "Oh, they'll be fine." Don't assume that they're going to be okay. Don't think that your 6-year-old is going to watch your 2-year-old and they're going to be fine and nothing bad's going to happen. If you do, you're a shitty parent. You suck. And the only reason I didn't get involved with it today was there was an awful lot of people, and it would have been me telling somebody in a group of 25 people that they're shitty parents or that they're not doing a good job watching their kid. And I was very, very torn about what to do. And eventually they started packing up their stuff, and they were all getting in their cars, and then they went to the same person that I saw them with earlier came down and snatched them up, and they went and they all left. But it's you say, would I have said something if I had all to do over again? I don't know. Nobody wants to be told that they're, nobody wants to police other parents, right? But at the same time, maybe people should be told every once in a while. And so I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to kind of just get it off my chest a little bit. We left and we went to go get something to eat. And we pulled into the parking lot, and I pulled my phone out, and I started to do a video, and I got about 30 seconds into it, and I couldn't really find the words to say what I wanted to say. And I just stopped. And I figured, I'll bring it up on the show tonight. Not to, I tend to be able to express myself a little bit better during the live streams. I don't know why I have a hard time talking to the camera when it's just me and the camera. But it was really frustrating. It was very upsetting, and it just pissed me off. So, long story short, don't be a shitty fucking parent, right? All right. So you can take that audio clip, stick it wherever the fuck you want. Don't be a shitty fucking parent. There are a lot of people out in the world that are not good. Yep.
Can I be a shitty human being as long as I'm not a parent?
Yes. Okay. As long as you're not a shitty human being to a kid. Because if you're a shitty human being to a kid, then we got a problem.
Oh, come on. You can't go
putting
restrictions on me. Damn it.
Yep, I'll restrict the shit out of you. This little dude, I felt so bad for this little guy. And I thought, man, if what you always wonder, like, how many roadblocks are you putting up in front of your kids? So all right.
You should have for babysitting. Then you could
that's when I said I had him on the swing, and there was a dad, and a dad had said to me, he's like, "Oh, he's not your son." I was like, "No, I just I picked up babysitting service here. The little dude needs somebody to to be his dad, I guess, right now or something. I forget what exactly I said. And it was a shame. It was a shame. Frankie's getting out. Frankie, thanks for stopping in, man. Great to see it. Hey, be careful with your new toy there.
Yeah. Your new bracelet. Don't go to bed with your new bracelet.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah, you might slash the old man up.
Uh-oh.
Well, as long as he keeps it away from Snob's wife, I think everything should be okay.
Oh my God, that guy would have so many stitches. Sarge says, did Nerf Shooter get a baby brother? Yeah, he did for the day. He did for the day at the park. I don't know, man. It just bothered the shit out of me. Yeah. And I'm not looking for this to be a discussion. I'm not looking for this. I don't need anybody else's, comments. I just, anybody that watches this, I don't know, just think about it. And, I can't imagine ever not watching my son or having something happen. Like, that shit goes through my head. Yeah, that shit goes through my head, man. It gets through my head all the time. Like, a place like that, constantly kind of scanning around and looking around. And, as a person, like we are, you're looking around for other people too. Just like you're in a restaurant, somebody walks in or somebody walks through that doesn't have a kid. You're like, what's up with this dude? Oh, he's just jogging. Oh, he's just walking through, whatever. But it's a scary, scary place, scary world.
Well, and another part of this is something that we say here where I work. If you don't watch your kids, eventually I will.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Putting roadblocks up and putting speed bumps up for your kids. If you're not gonna raise your kids right, don't be surprised when they grow up wrong. Right? Right? Wrong? Right? Correct? So, I don't know. So let's knock out this bracket. Yeah. If anybody out there has a link and they want to join in, now's the time to do it. Let's have some fun here.
Well, we got the tactical leprechaun in. Maybe
out there.
Maybe he got tired of being dejected by his wife for a cupcake, so he wants to come in and talk about this food.
Very cool. Okay, so foods that you can screw up and they're still pretty awesome. But they're still pretty good. This is the dumbest one. Might be the first one, actually. The Clover Sack says not Clover Tack. Clover Sack? I just called him Clover Sack. That's okay.
Well, it fits with what his comment is. I'm too busy pissing people off tonight.
Uh-oh. What'd you do? I'm curious. What happened?
Now you got to come in.
Yeah, you can't say something like that and then just be like, no.
You can't just drop hot takes in the chat and
he showed someone where the door was.
Did you? Is he out there showing people the doors?
Well, it depends. Is the door in or the door out?
Oh,
and are you going out the indoor and in the outdoor?
That's kind of
personal.
Or is
it a do not enter?
Oh, snap.
Yeah, that's always great. Go to a new place. Do not enter. Go to the next door. Please use other door.
Please. Pow! As they walk into it.
So, there we go. You could when these foods are screwed up, they're still pretty good. When they're screwed up, which one of these two is the better of the two? Right, that's what we're doing. Cinnamon toast. Well, go ahead.
So, just for clarification, are we saying which ones taste the best screwed up, or which ones you can screw up the most and still have them be edible?
If they're both screwed up, which one's going to be better? Which one would you rather eat if they're screwed up? We're not talking about degrees of screwed upness. Right, yeah.
Okay.
I think that does play a valid part in it, though.
Well, I mean, if you screw up something enough that it's both carbon, so it's moot.
I hope doesn't have anything to do with anybody here. Damn.
Well, then get your magically short ass in here, Clover, and start talking with this stuff.
So here we go.
Ape, you're magically delicious.
Ape, you're up first. Slim Jim. Right. Slim Jim, cinnamon toast. I don't know how you screw up a Slim Jim, but Gary said if we didn't put it on the list, he was going to cry and go home.
Well, some of these are good channels that refuse to learn anything to do the bracket. I'm sorry.
Hey, Matt, text me what's going on. Cinnamon toast or Slim Jim? I don't know how you screw up a Slim Jim. Maybe you leave it on your dashboard for too long.
Yeah, just think about that.
Maybe it's one that you got like the 30-pack. It's the one that slipped out and got wedged between your seat gearing and that just kind of get all chewed up. But cinnamon toast, I mean, you can only way you can screw up cinnamon toast is either burn it, too much butter, or too much cinnamon sugar on it.
Well, that's impossible. You can't put too much cinnamon sugar, and you can't put too much butter.
Well, I think at the point where it starts sliding off, or once it reaches the maximum saturation point for butter, and it just turns into a cinnamon paste. Actually, even that would be good.
Yeah, so then you got gravity.
Well, no, then you got cinnamon toast paste that you can put on your own toast or on your egg sandwich. I'm going to go with cinnamon toast.
Then you fold it over.
How can you fold the
paste? Yeah, if it becomes a paste, then you just toast more bread and you put that on the bread.
Cinnamon toast taco.
That's right. So cinnamon toast gets one. Gizzard, this is ridiculous. What do you think?
Well, there's not a lot of food prep involved in serving a Slim Jim. As I recall, it's basically opening the container and you begin to eat it. So unless you just bought a bad one to start with, you can burn toast, and burnt toast isn't the greatest thing in the world, nor is toast that's not done well enough. So Slim Jims, you can't screw up a Slim Jim.
Clovertack says, Ape, you need to put that red tip in Robbie's mouth. It will look like a lighted stogie.
But by the way, that turns this into an entirely different show.
Look, I already took the mini shell off because Sarge thought it looked like Robbie was jacking it. I took off the little polymer 380 because Midnight thought he looked Asian, regardless of the fact that he is yellow. So I just put a lovely quarter on there. I mean, it can touch the sides of the tuna can, but it can't touch the bottom.
There you go. So what did you even say, Gary? I totally missed it.
I said Slim Jims, and then I said, and then that's going to be it for me tonight. I'm going to go ahead and out. So,
all right, buddy. Thank you.
Right.
Give him the bird.
You want to plug anything real quick?
Let's see. Foul Territory Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. Early bird chat Sunday mornings, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. GizzardGary.com, and always like, share, and subscribe to Midnight Range TM, whether you like it or not. And
yeah, take that.
Bitches. Give him the bird.
Give him the bird.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Grim.
It had to be a Slim. How can you mess up a Slim Jim? Isn't it already messed up? It's sit in your.
I guess that's one
glove box for a year, and you'd probably still eat it.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Hot, cold.
But if you did mess it up, it ain't very good. Budget.
Still chewy.
Slim Jim, gotta be. I can't imagine anything that would render a Slim Jim inedible.
Okay, that's a good way. That's a good way to look at it. See, that's a little different. Grim just had a shitty. He just didn't describe it well. That's a good way.
Thanks, Budget.
And don't forget later on today, wound up so bitch of the week.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that ain't gonna be me. I was good this week.
That's what you say now. We'll see. It's still this week. Things might change. Mad Crapper.
Well, if I've learned anything from these chats, and I really haven't, I'm going to go Slim Jim.
Okay. Roll call.
Slim Jim.
Slim Jim. What the hell? C4?
So what's the criteria again?
Oh, let's say it got messed up somehow. I don't really care how. This isn't rocket science. So it got messed up, but which one is you still going to want to eat? Like, let's say somebody messed up a Slim Jim somehow, and somebody messed up Cinnamon Toast. Which one are you going to go for?
Well, and my thought process is that Slim Jims are barely edible anyway. So
Okay.
if they're messed up, it could be catastrophic. And
Right.
It could take you out. So I have to go Cinnamon Toast. Have to.
Mm-hmm. Here's the way I was going to look at it. And it's funny you said that, because that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say, if you mess up Cinnamon Toast and you eat it, it's going to be like, it's kind of burnt. Meh. But if you mess up a Slim Jim and you eat it, you might fucking die.
You get botulism.
You might not walk away from that. You know what I mean? You might leave parts of you in the toilet behind you. It'll be horrible. So I'm gonna do Cinnamon Toast, but Slim Jim wins. Slim Jim wins. Now, I'm not agreeing with it. Slim Jim takes it. Okay. I'm up first on this one. Ramen or PB&J? I'm gonna say PB&J all the way, man, because I don't really know how you mess up a PB&J. You could use the wrong jelly, wrong jam, or whatever, but it's still pretty good. If you mess up a ramen and you burn it, that's pretty gross. So I'm gonna do PB&J. Sarge?
I'm with you because peanut butter jelly contains peanut butter, so it has to be good. It's inherently good.
Mm-hmm. It's true. It's true. I like Sarge because he uses words like, and he's a cop because he uses words like inherently. It's inherently good.
You should hear me when I'm working.
Oh, I bet. Roll call. Ramen, PB&J. Go.
PB&J.
The Turtis, Captain Turtis.
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Hey, yeah.
Clover Tack. We were just talking. I was just talking about that to somebody the other day at work, because when I go to the Asian market, every once in a while they'll throw in like a pack of this or a pack of that, like freebies. They do that all the time. And we got these noodle snacks, this pack of noodle snacks, and it was just like almost like ramen, almost like dry ramen. When he said that his brother-in-law eats ramen dry, sprinkles the packet on it, and eats it like a rice cake. Yeah. I do not do that. Budget.
PB&J all the way.
Mm-hmm. Grim.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Okay. And Bananarama.
Let's see now.
You can do peanut butter. We'll let you do peanut butter and banana too.
No, thank you. My colon's already packed.
I heard that about you.
Whoa, TMI, brother.
That's another show.
Internally packed, not externally packed.
That's another show entirely as well.
Yeah, and Obnoxious has the Turtis occupied.
I thought I felt something moving around every time you talked. So.
Whoa.
Let me just tell you, if you feel the doctor's hand on both of your shoulders, that's time to find a new doctor.
That's right.
Or is it?
Don't you be shaming me. I'm gonna have to go with ramen.
Ramen,
not only just to be different, but because it's salt and water and dried noodles.
Okay, so it's 3 ingredients. Let's say you forget one of the ingredients.
Well, let's see. If I forget the flavor, it's just going to be bland. If I forget the noodles, it's just going to be like broth. And if I forget the water, I break a wisdom tooth.
And if you forget one of the ingredients in a PB&J?
I have a disgusting sandwich.
Clovertac says his grandfather likes peanut butter and watermelon. I'm going to have to try that because I love to try fun flavor combinations like that. A really good one with watermelon, if you've never done it too, is like a watermelon and tomato, like a cold salad. That's really good. Watermelon and like a salty cheese like feta with tomato, onion, really good, really good. And you do like a little vinaigrette on it. It's pretty awesome. It's weird. It's different, but it's really good together. Ape, you're up first. Well, obviously PB&J smoked that one. Peanut butter and watermelon. What? How? A burger. You say a cheeseburger, whatever. And Gizzard left us with bouillon. I don't really know what he was expecting us to vote on bouillon for, but ask him next time I see him.
Let's see. Well, the only way you can screw up bouillon is it just getting old. I mean, what's the guy's name? Matt? No, wait, no, not Matt V. The guy who eats like the 50 and 100-year-old MREs. I mean, he seems pretty on the level. I mean, he's eating 50 and 100-year-old MREs and
the LA Beast. Huh? The LA Beast does stuff like that.
Yeah, but
there's a lot of people.
It's not Matt 2099. He's the guy who feeds Twinkies to AKs. And it's like Matt 1894, 1984, or something like that. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. Steve 1989. But a burger can just be fucked up in so many ways. I mean, you can have just bad beef to begin with. You can have undercooked beef.
I'm not trying to sway anything, but if all you're doing is making bouillon, just about the only way you could do it is either add too much water or not enough water.
You just eat the cube.
Oh God.
I don't know. You pop the cube in your mouth, you take a shot of tequila, and once you get the feeling back, you take another shot.
That made me shiver just thinking about it. Vodka. Chasing
put it in your lip like some skull.
I think the bouillon cube would probably actually eat through your jaw quicker.
I think that's a big challenge.
Chicken lip? Yeah. What's going on, chicken lip?
It's the bouillon challenge.
Call it the chicken lip challenge. There you go.
Just for sheer simplicity, I'm gonna have to go with the bouillon. Just with the burger, you can have so many different ingredients. Can either be rancid or just not of good quality, or someone can really screw up by putting some weird ass thing like an avocado on it.
Okay.
I mean, fix it by putting an avocado on it?
No, you fix it by putting either peanut butter or an egg on it.
Dead Horse says, even a rat burger is still a burger. Yeah, and if it's cooked right, it's delicious. Grim, what's going on? What do you think?
I don't know. I guess I'll go with the bouillon. I guess the meat, if it's rancid, is, you could really, that'd be a good day at the Tortoise.
Okay, budget?
Even a bad burger is better than perfect bouillon.
I'd go along with that.
What if it's gold bouillon?
Uh-huh.
Pow!
Wow.
That's a different matter entirely.
It's different matter, period.
Yeah. Mudbutt, what do you think?
Since we were talking about screwing it up, not using rancid beef, I'm going to go with the cheeseburger. This wasn't a hey, somebody's got this beef that's been sitting out for 3 weeks and they made a cheeseburger with it. Is that going to be better than bouillon? No, that wasn't the topic, people.
Wasn't in the criteria.
What criteria?
Dead Horse says, I haven't seen Dead Horse in a chat for a while, and he's coming in here trolling like a son of a bitch. He said a veggie burger is really a salad sandwich. And yes, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%.
You know, Curtis, don't be hating on me because I'm using what little logic I can to think out this completely ridiculous bracket.
Why?
Because I'm an asshole. It comes with me being the show closer.
I forgot to plug. I got to plug in my wham jammer here. All right. Roll call. What do you think?
Bouillon.
Bouillon. What does Larry think?
Whatever. Larry. Larry's a pecker.
What in the hell is that? That's awesome. Look at that. There's Grimm's little. Is that a hat or a cake? That's not a cake. That's not it's like edible, cake. Right?
That's awesome. Is my kid's leprechaun catcher. I figured Clover would be inside there somewhere, but he.
Did you put any hobbit's weed inside?
Oh no, that's why. See.
Huh. Okay. Sarge.
Well, as usual, I have to wonder. So we're talking about a cheeseburger, and bouillon is just like really concentrated liquefied meat, right?
Okay. It's beef broth minus
Who
water.
in their right damn mind is just going to grab a bowl of liquefied meat over a cheeseburger?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going cheeseburger. When's the last time you people have eaten bouillon or drank it or whatever you do with it?
I know, right?
Have you done it this year?
Yeah, last time I made beef roast.
Yeah, earlier today.
So okay. So when presented with a bowl of the bouillon, you would take that over a cheeseburger that's a little flat. With the button kind of slid off. It's got the wrong cheese.
I don't know. Buns falling out sounds like what happened.
Did you drink it out of a mug? Or did you put it in a coffee cup? Or how'd you drink it?
I would drink it from a mug. I would drink it from a cup.
You put it in a little Yeti?
If available.
You put it in a Yeti with one of those stainless steel straws so it stays warm? What do you do?
Yeah. You're at the restaurant. You got your kids. You ordered a burger and fries. They bring a cheeseburger and it's like, I asked for no tomatoes.
I got a business meeting. Can you give me some liquid steak?
Give me some meat. Give me some beef stock.
Give me some beef
meat juice.
I don't want this now that you put tomato on it. Give me bouillon.
Give me some. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just when you think about it, it's really just weak beef gravy. I mean, who hasn't gone into a restaurant and say, "Hey, just fill up my big sip with beef gravy"? I'm busy.
I got no time for this shit. Right.
Is that like an anti-health drink, like the opposite of a protein shake?
No, that would be white gravy that's made out of the heavy cream.
They're trying to justify it out there. Depends if you're sick or have a sore throat or not. No, it doesn't. It's like, I'm not feeling well. You still take the burger even if you were sick. I guarantee it.
It'd be delirious. If it does make sense, you'd have to have like 105-degree temperature to take the bouillon over the cheeseburger.
No. If you're sick, you don't have bouillon. You have Jello.
Yes,
you have liquid Jello when it's still hot.
What you really want when you're sick is dark liquids.
dark meaty liquids.
Okay. I was just about to say, like, when you're sick, you eat or Jello, but like that's the same thing.
Of sodium in 1 cup.
Yeah. Even if you screw up the jelly, you've just got Kool-Aid, really. So no big deal. All right, here's one. I'm up first. Hot dog or tacos? This might be a little tough. If you screw them up, which one's going to be better? Phoenix says I always take Jello shots when I'm sick. I'm probably, if you screw them up, I don't. boy, what do you do to a hot dog to mess it up? Maybe overcook it. I'm gonna go taco because I think if you screwed up a hot dog or you burned it or something like that, that's not gonna be as good. But you could overcook taco meat and it still tastes like taco meat, it's just a little dry. You can put sour cream and shit on it, and you're good to go. Tacos, Sarge.
Can you come back to me? I'm trying to think of all the possibilities.
Oh man, he's really into this. Okay, roll call. Go ahead.
I'm going to do taco.
Mudbutt.
Well, see, here's what happens. If you get a hot dog that's all assholes and no lips, then the hot dog is really bad. Fun dog. So I'm gonna go tacos because there's always a possibility that the hot dog mixture is up and you got no lips in it and just assholes.
Okay, kind of like this panel. Budget.
I like the assholes.
I really don't mean this how it sounds, but I regularly eat convenience store hot dogs, so I'm going to go with hot dog.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That's what it's going to come back to bite you one of these days. Grim 90.
Oh man, taco! How do you mess up a taco? Man.
That's what I'm saying. You know, your lettuce is a little wilted. Oh, no big deal. Your meat's a little, whatever. Okay.
Something or put more salsa or chase it.
That's what. Yep. I agree. I agree. Banana hammock.
Sarge is right.
Sarge says, "Can I rejuvenate the messed up taco with this beef bouillon?" You know how there's like, every once in a while there's somebody that like pulls like ranch dressing out of their purse or hot sauce out of their pocket at a restaurant. Yeah. Sarge is the kind of guy, he goes to a taco joint and he's like, man, this son of a bitch is dry as hell. Good thing I have this thermos of beef stock.
Liquid steak. It's like Joey on Friends. He always had a fork. He just
you go to dinner with Sarge and you're like, oh, what will you have tonight? He's like, nothing. I'm drinking my steak tonight.
Yep. Bam.
Ape, what do you think? Taco or dog?
Well, let's see. I mean, suppose you could ruin a hot dog by burning it, but then you just have yourself a not quite as good Slim Jim. You could boil it for too long, in which case you just have soup.
Yeah, make hot dog bouillon.
Yeah, hot dog bouillon is what to say.
No. It's not hot dog bouillon. It's asshole bouillon.
That's all right.
See, for taco, I don't know. If any one ingredient is bad on there, you can usually pile more shit on it just to kind of cover it up. Like if your cheese is, or if your meat's like a little burnt or too dry, you just put more Velveeta on it.
Yeah, just drowned it.
Okay. So which one? Okay, what are you saying there? Hot dog? You're saying?
I am going to go for Mr. Adam Jimenez.
Oh, you're going with taco. Okay. So here's a quick question. You said there's too many assholes in your hot dog. Which one do you choose? An asshole that tastes like hot dogs or a hot dog that tastes like assholes? Obnoxious, go. Sarge still has to answer this last question, but we're going to make him answer that one first. Which one are you going to eat? An asshole that tastes like hot dogs or a hot dog that tastes like assholes?
Like I said, I'm going for hot dogs here. Versus the tacos.
Well, then we know.
Okay. Dead Horse says nobody puts ketchup on a hot dog. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Nice. Okay, Ape, you're up first.
So Pizza. We're doing what, the asshole flavored taco or the taco flavored asshole?
Oh yeah, which one are you eating?
Whoa.
Well, I mean, if we're talking just the ass, just something that's asshole flavored.
If you're eating an asshole flavored taco, you've went too far.
I'm gonna go with the asshole flavored hot dog simply because I have less chance of getting shit in my mouth eating it.
All right.
So we were talking pizza and what?
What if the asshole has hemorrhoids?
Chicken nuggets. Pizza versus Hot Pockets. Ape, you're up first.
Damn. I mean, kind of a sick, twisted way, they're almost the same thing. I mean, if you just cut a Hot Pocket open, it's a pizza, and you fold a pizza over, it's a giant Hot Pocket.
That's crazy talk.
It's a breakfast pizza.
There you
go. Let's see. Hot Pockets, you can either burn them, or they're just of low quality, where they've got real food in it. Pizza, even like the budget, like Mama Dolce 50-cent for 5 pizza is, no, I'm going to have to go with pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And no, Midnight, that is not my banana hammock.
Okay.
That's Robbie's blanket.
Oh, okay. Grim.
Pizza.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How do you mess it up?
Mm-hmm. Budget?
Pizza. Gotta be pizza. I've worked in a pizza shop and I've seen some really fucked up pizzas and they were still pretty good.
Was it on purpose?
I cannot comment on that. The statute of limitations is not expired.
Hey, does it look like that punk spit on my pizza? It looks like he spit on my pizza.
Turd farmer?
Spit.
In the words of the great Jim Gaffigan, Hot Pockets.
Cold Pockets.
Roll call?
Pizza.
Pizza. That's how my grandpa used to say it. Pizza. Sarge?
Pizza, hands down.
Yeah. Yeah, again, we're in a situation where, even a screwed up pizza, cook it a little too much, put the wrong topping on it. As long as it's not deadly for some reason, no big deal. But a bad Hot Pocket can be, they just a lot of them taste pretty gross even when they're the way they're supposed to be. So next one, eggs. We'll say breakfast eggs, however you like your breakfast eggs, or a grilled cheese. I guess I'm up first. Grilled cheese or eggs? It is really hard to screw up eggs. Worst comes to worst, you scramble them some bitches up. You can over season them, I guess. You could overcook them, but even if they're overcooked, as long as they're not burnt to charcoal, not too bad. Grilled cheese. I think eggs. I know it's kind of weird to say, but I think it's harder to screw up eggs than it is grilled cheese. So I'm going to do egg. Sarge?
Eggs / omelets.
Roll call?
Well, I've screwed up both of these things, and I would rather eat. I'd rather eat the grilled cheese, man. I mean, I've destroyed eggs before. Overcooked eggs, fuck that,
man. Stinky Britches, what do you think?
Well, since I learned on this chat what balut was, I'm going to go with grilled cheese. because if I got an egg that was actually balut, I'm going to balut all over the friggin' place.
Oh, that good, huh? Budget.
The incredible edible egg.
Okay. This is a close one. Grim?
Huevos.
Ape? You can put banana in your grilled cheese if you want to, if that makes it easier for
Again with the bananas and the phallic food fetish for you.
Uh-oh.
What the hell?
I don't know.
I'm going to go with grilled cheese simply because I can't get the image out of my head when you showed everyone what a gooey duck was. Anyway, was that a gooey duck?
No, not a gooey duck.
The gooey duck is like a clam.
Oh, whatever. The aborted chickens or whatever.
Oh, the balut. That's what.
That was the
okay.
balut.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal.
They're almost.
Yeah,
right.
fuck that noise. And not in a pleasant way.
A guy that comments says grilled cheese is a cheeseburger minus the beef. Disqualified. Eggs wins it.
Well, you can always put the bouillon on it.
Mm-hmm. This is another one. This is going to be a tough one, I think. Cheesesteak versus quesadilla. Abe.
This is the question that tries men's souls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will drive you crazy. This might be the ender.
That's assuming anyone that watches this or even knows that this show is sane to begin with, which is a pretty big if.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I think what you could do is you could kind of take it piece by piece. Like,
okay, besides burning them both to hell,
right.
Let's see. Cheesesteak is essentially a hoagie bun, sautéed peppers and onion, thin cut steak, and cheese. Quesadilla is a puffy tortilla. Actually, now that I think about it, they're almost the exact same thing with the exception of the cheese. Just different bread, meat, and cheese and veggie combination. I mean, yeah, you can get...
It's exactly the same.
You can get shaken quesadillas. Quesadilla? Is that your... the new video you just put up on Pornhub?
Yeah. A grilled cheese dipped in Sarge's beef bouillon cheeseburger.
No, it's a cheeseburger. It's fancier.
Shaburger.
Actually, no, wait. That's a French dip without any beef. Disqualified.
Right. Oh. Yeah, kind of.
That's a southern dip.
Boy, we really
I don't know. Even if like your quesadilla gets like dried out and hard, it's basically like eating cold pizza, so that's not too bad. Cheesesteak can get kind of soggy if you let it sit, but it has a little better flavor than most quesadillas. I'm going to go for the cheesesteak quesadilla. I think I just broke midnight. Hey, this is how we end up with Bullet T Justice as a name, and TARDIS as the most powerful spaceship.
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna what? You're gonna abstain, or do I give them each one? I guess it doesn't really matter.
No. It's its own thing, like Bullet T Justice and TARDIS. It's the cheesesteak quesadilla.
All right. Grim, are you going to bitch out or are you going to give me an answer?
Oh, he just couldn't make up his mind, could he?
He couldn't.
No, I made up my mind. I made up my mind not to make up my mind.
Oh, here we go.
He's going to be throwing poop at the tortoise over there pretty soon.
He's going to be food neutral.
Yeah.
Hey, just be careful, Midnight. You're sitting right next to the tortoise from my screen.
Nope, I'm all the way on the end here. I'm okay. You might hit Sarge in the face, but not,
I would have to go with the cheesesteak, I believe.
Okay.
Even if you burn that, fuck, you'll still better than that stale chip.
Mm-hmm. Budget.
The worst cheesesteak I've ever had was still pretty damn good. I can't say that about quesadillas.
Yep.
TARDIS.
So, are we going with a Philly cheesesteak or a Lancaster?
My God! Just answer the goddamn question. Jesus Christ!
There's a Lancaster cheesesteak.
How big is it? Is it like a 12-inch? Is it like a 10-inch? I don't know. I can't answer this question.
Is it a whole one? Is it regular cheese whiz? Is it cheese whiz?
Yeah.
Is it from Arby's? Is it from where?
What kind of salt does it have on it? Regular salt or have kosher salt? I don't know.
I'm gonna go with the cheesesteak quesadilla.
Okay, that's 2 for cheesesteak quesadilla.
I might actually have ended up splitting the vote on this.
Okay, roll call. What do you think?
Steak cheese.
There you go.
Steak cheese. Okay. He's Sarge.
I'm going. I don't think that vote matters, but I'm going quesadilla all day long.
Mm-hmm.
They're hard to mess up.
I'm going cheesesteak. Cheesesteak takes it. Because if you mess up a cheesesteak, maybe it's a little dry, maybe it's a little soggy, whatever. You mess up a quesadilla and it's a little soggy, it's like bleh. You're eating it with a spoon. You're eating it with a spoon. Fries and onion rings next. Which one would you rather eat if they're messed up? I love onion rings. Love them. Love onion rings. But if they're going to be screwed up, I'd rather eat a screwed up French fry than a screwed up onion ring, because a screwed up onion ring is just one of the saddest things on the whole planet. French fries. Sarge.
Yeah, if you mess up an onion ring, it's beyond repair. So French fries.
Mm-hmm. Roll call.
Fries French.
Space Cadet.
Are these home fries or are they just regular French fries?
No, they're disco fries.
Waffle fries?
Yes, waffle fries.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go with fries.
Phoenix says Burger King French fries suck. Always go onion rings. Don't they have those like shitty extruded onion rings with just like onion paste in the middle?
Kind of, but the spicy sauce is tits.
Well, okay, so go somewhere and get good onion rings, and then go there and just get some sauce.
Just oily and nasty.
Just swipe the sauce when you go in for like something else.
You can't. It's behind the counter like Sudafed.
Well, like Sudafed.
This
is Robert. Give me all your sauce. Man,
it's rationed.
Budget.
I'm gonna need a CID.
You got me. There he is. What do you think, Budget?
Bad onion rings are pretty fucking wretched, so it's got to be fried.
Grim.
Flies.
If one of your 17 kids made you fries or onion rings, which one would you want to eat?
Oh, definitely the flies.
The flies? Okay. Cheesy Tots beats them all. That's a good one. That's a good one.
You got it. French fried potatoes.
Yeah, there you go.
Potatoes.
Ape, what do you think?
I'm gonna go get me some of them French fried potatoes.
That's the first sweep we've had of the night.
I was waiting for him to say combo of something.
Well, since chili cheese fries weren't on the list,
onion
I guess
fries.
I just have to go with the sad normal fries.
Onion fries.
Haterade says you guys must have had some horrible onion rings in your life. Onion rings are like frequently screwed up.
Yeah,
onion rings it's hard to find a great onion ring. Like we make them and the onions are too thick, so they don't cook in the middle. They're undercooked. They're overcooked. They're
the Varsity in Atlanta, best onion rings ever.
Oh yeah.
Like given the choice between, same price, same quality, everything, I'll probably get onion rings. But it's just that I like onion rings more, so when they're fucked up, it's more of a letdown of, that's bad.
Yeah.
Like they're slimy on the inside, or I don't even mind if they're overcooked and get like crispy like the French fried onions. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Haterade says I had good ones only, but never horrible ones. Ooh. But that's the thing, like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I think if you get a soggy onion, let's just talk about this. If you get an onion ring that's been cooked and then sits and gets soggy, would you rather have an onion ring that's soggy or a fry that's soggy? Fry that's soggy all the way, because that onion ring is a goddamn mess. Okay. So we are back to the top. Slim Jim versus PB&J. Which one
Wow.
I would rather have the PB&J. Sarge?
Oh, I'll have a jelly and peanut butter.
Yes, Pomade says, how thick is the perfect onion ring for frying? I like them nice and I don't like. Here's the thing, a lot of times if you get really big onion rings, they're really thick because the layers are thicker. I'd prefer not to have those. I like something like smaller onion rings that are thinner, and you cut them maybe a half an inch or something. Nothing too crazy. Ones that you get that are like super thick, they never cook right. I just don't like them.
Or whoever makes it peel the layers apart and you get like 3 of them stuck together.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it's slimy in there. Roll call: PB&J or Slim Jim? Which one you gonna eat?
Belly jellies.
Belly jellies. Fancy pants?
I'm going to go with the peanut butter and Slim Jim sandwich.
Okay. PB&S? PB&SJ? There you go, PB&SJ. Budget?
PB&J.
Grim?
Jelly buttered peanuts.
Whoa. Blew my mind.
Hey, Mickey. Hey, Mickey.
And Ape.
I am very, very disappointed that no one here bows before the obvious power of the Slim Jim.
One Slim Jim, one peanut butter and Slim Jim, and a bunch of PB&Js.
One candy bar, one half candy bar.
You'll all be struck down for your insolence.
Ape, tacos versus a burger.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the burger.
Grim?
Damn. All right. You know what? Taco.
Taco?
That bitch and salsa or some shit, and it's still good.
Some shit. All right. What do we got? Who do we got? Budget.
Burger.
Snickle Fritz?
Burger.
I didn't know that's what I was drinking.
Who's that? Christian Bale as Batman? Burger.
Burger.
I am Burger Man.
I am Burger Man.
Is burger soaked in all this bouillon we've got?
Yes, that's why I chose the burger, because it was dry, but then I just washed it down with my beef soda.
Ooh, you got carbonated beef soda now? Is that what that brown liquid was?
Can you imagine burping that back up like an hour later?
He bought one of those make your own soda things.
Yep, that's it. I'm putting bouillon in my soda.
Do you need any flavor to go with it? No. I've got bouillon.
That liquid at the bottom of the tortoise is not soda.
No, not the stuff at the bottom. It's the stuff that floats to the top because it's fizzy and got bubbles. That's not carbonation, boy. What is it? I don't know. Just don't light a match next to it.
Oh, boy. Roll call. What do you think?
No, the booger.
It had a lot of boogers, I'm sure.
Sarge.
The burger.
The burger. Yeah, and the burger's gonna win, man. I've had some shitty burgers over the time at cookouts and stuff like that.
They're still good.
I think they're still pretty good. Yep.
Oh.
This might be pretty hard till it gets down to the last couple. All right, pizza and eggs. Pizza.
Oh.
Pizza all the way. Sarge.
Pizza for the win.
Could be. Roll call.
Pizza. Pizza.
Freaked out. TARDIS?
Azip.
Oh, he's dyslexic now. Budget. Bouget, if he was in France.
Pizza.
Pizza. He's dressed like Little Caesars guy right now. He just didn't want to let y'all know.
Oh,
Grim.
Oh, God.
Yeah, definitely pizza.
Uh-oh. Ape?
Pizza.
All right, we got a sweep. Pizza sweep. Ape, cheesesteak versus fries.
I like cheesesteak more than just a plate of fries, but you can get some pretty crappy fries and they're still edible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to go with the fries.
Oh, okay. Grim?
Okay. It looked like he paused. He was like,
No, I did. I was opening up another tab here quick.
fries, you can't. I mean,
Okay.
bad fries are good fries.
Budget?
I'm imagining that cold, dried out French fry that's you forgot about and it's sitting in the container in your cup holder versus a sloppy, nasty, wet cheesesteak. And I think I'd grab the fork and eat the cheesesteak before I ate the cold fry.
Cheesesteak should have mayonnaise on it.
Yeah, I'm okay with
It's
that.
not mayonnaise.
No, it's queso.
Yeah, there you go.
So wait, so you did say cheesesteak, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Budget?
Cheesesteak.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Curtis?
Cheesesteak.
Shit, hold on.
With beef soda.
No,
Beef
no,
soda.
it has to be Sarge's special. I can't believe it's not beef diet soda.
I can't believe it's not beef soda. Did you say something? Did I miss it?
Yeah, it's a cheesesteak.
Oh, cheesesteak.
With the beef soda.
Oh, I heard that. I didn't hear
Cheesesteak.
Oh, yeah, you dip it. Yeah, it's a little sip,
Yeah.
a little sippy sip.
Yeah.
Bite, sip. Oh, that's pizza. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Roll call.
The meat curtain sandwich.
Whoa.
Wait. Is this like some kind of Wagyu beef veal thing here? With
No,
roll
it's
call?
more like Weifu beef.
Yeah. Oh, great. Now I remembered a bit by Ron White. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. I'm doing something here.
Ba-dum.
Okay.
Ba-dum. Ba-dum.
Okay. Sarge.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay. And I'm gonna say cheesesteak too, man. Bad cheesesteak kicks the shit out of some bad fries. Okay. Whew. Boy, this is gonna be ugly here. We're talking Thunderdome shit.
Bum bum bum.
Mm-hmm. PB&J versus a burger. I still think a banged up burger is still going to be better than a banged up PB&J, because a PB&J is probably better for what it is, but a burger is still better than a PB&J. PB&J. I mean, I'm sorry, burger.
Whoa. Oh.
Well,
yeah, I confused the shit out of everybody on that one, huh? Sorry.
Yeah.
The burger.
Roll call.
Butter burger. Give me the burger.
Roll cars are really losing it tonight. Home slice?
Burger. Definitely burger.
Okay. Budget.
Burger.
Grim?
Cheeseburger, no Pepsi, Coke.
No Pepsi, Coke. Coke, no Pepsi. Ape, what do you think?
What do I think? I think I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Burger Man.
Whoa, okay. We'll allow that to happen. I don't know if Sarge is probably putting out some sort of red flag on you right now. This guy's totally lost it. Thinks he's some sort of cheeseburger superhero. Burger takes it. Choo-choo. Burger takes it. Ape, you're up first. Pizza or cheesesteak?
Pizza.
Pizza. Who the hell's grumbling? Is that you? Grim.
Bad.
Pizza.
Budget.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. What's the question?
Well, I really wish that if you were at work watching this, you would just pay attention to what we're doing here. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, I know.
Don't pay attention to the 6-year-old shanking the 17-year-old in the cell.
Yeah, come on, man. I mean,
yeah, I know. What the fuck am I thinking? I need to get my priorities straight.
Yeah, anyway,
anyhow, what is it?
Cheesesteak versus pizza.
Pizza. I don't even have to think about that.
Obnoxiousness.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was watching another video.
Were the turds going down?
What's the question again?
Pizza versus cheesesteak.
Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
That is my final answer.
Okay.
Do you want to phone a friend?
I will take pizza for 3,000.
Well played, sir. Very well played.
Sarge?
Pizza for the win.
Mm-hmm. And pizza. I'm doing pizza again. All right, here we go. Final answer. Final bracket.
All right.
Pizza versus cheeseburger. I kind of thought it was going to come down to this.
Final countdown.
Do-do-do. Well, pizza versus cheeseburger, huh? Wow. And no, you can't say cheeseburger pizza either. Whoever.
What about pizza burger?
Yeah, that's okay. Pizza versus cheeseburger, huh? Oh, boy. Pizza. Sarge? You've been pushing burgers all night.
Yeah, but the pizza.
You were flipping them all night, too, weren't you?
Yes. If you had to dig them out of the back of the fridge, you'd go with the pizza. Yeah.
Okay. Out of the back of the fridge, like they've been there for months. What the hell's in this box? Roll call.
Looks like meat cake.
Hey, while we're doing this, can that video, that link that I put in there, can somebody cue that up and go to like minute, like to minute like 4 minutes and 30 seconds or something? Because if I play it, we won't be able to hear it. Yeah, go to like 4:30 if you would, please. So, roll call. What's up?
Pizza.
Pizza. Pizza.
Pizza, pizza.
The most obnoxious one here.
I'm going to use my poll the audience.
Oh, snap!
And I don't mean I want their opinion. I just want to poll the audience.
So you're troll polling?
No.
You're
poll trolling?
Yes.
Pulling their poll?
Well, as long as there's not cranking their yank.
Or I'm going to use my phone a friend. Maybe I'll use both.
Do you have a friend?
Well, you got 30 seconds. Give me an answer. You better
I was
do it
going to
quick.
call Sarge. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. I don't think Sarge wants to answer. Sarge is going to say pizza. So you want to do pizza?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was multitasking. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm phoning a friend.
You don't have any friends.
Yes. Should I take pizza or a cheeseburger?
Pizza's good, but then again, burgers are good too. I think I'd have to go pizza.
Okay.
Is Gary back in the chat? Is that
Good
an
luck.
alarm at the power station?
I'm going to go with pizza.
Okay, good thinking.
That is my final answer.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right. Damn it.
You're a pretty princess, too. Budget.
Any right-thinking individual would have to say pizza here.
Mm-hmm. What are you going to say?
Pizza?
Okay. I said you said a right-thinking person was going to choose pizza. I just wanted to make sure we didn't get our streams crossed there.
I'm trying to say, man.
Don't cross
Next. Grimmer.
Well, since I haven't picked a freaking burger all night, I'm going to pick pizza definitely.
Okay. Abe? Yes, you can put banana on your pizza if you want to. And a burger if you want to. And so that's not an issue.
Well, darn it. Do I go with something that has sustained me for years of bachelor living? Or do I keep my mantle as Burger Man?
Masturbating is not on the list.
Special sauce?
Hey. You're the one who subscribed to my stream, so I'm gonna have to go with pizza.
Okay. Pizza wins. Pizza takes it. If you're gonna eat something that's been screwed up, pizza's the one you want to look for.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I called it at the beginning.
One of the dumbest brackets ever. You're
one of.
Yeah, we've done a couple other dumb ones.
Should do a bracket on the dumbest bracket ever.
Yeah.
Bracket exception.
I'm going to call this one.
You have to go back and look at some of the other ones. I don't remember. We've done a bunch of them. People try and do brackets that are like good. We just do brackets that are brackets. You know. So I am trying to look at something here quick, and then I want to talk about a video I saw the other day. It's from you have that ready to go, Abe?
Yeah, I just need to check my volume level here, so hold on, I'm just gonna
Today, you damn monkey. Today.
That roll call, what's up?
Okay, yeah. Got the volume, so I'll hit play. It said 4 minutes 30, right?
Yeah.
Let's address this just head on. What do you prefer, aim, general?
Ooh, hold on.
It's always good to put the side chat up like that. I found that out last night.
Huh?
It's always good to screen share the side chat. It's a great idea.
Do you want me to screen share this midnight? Or did you just want the audio?
No, you can. I don't care. I guess screen share it. I guess.
I swear, amateurs. All right, let's see. It's not Midnight Range. It's not. No,
there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Whoa.
Oops. Hold on.
I'll hold on.
This is some top-notch production.
Yeah.
Eat a dick. Right?
Cutting edge.
Yeah.
Well,
Technology
that'd be like eating a hot dog.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, somebody's
one of you guys has time to do stuff, and one of you doesn't even have a fucking job. So don't tell me about how shitty my fucking show is.
Hey,
you got 24 hours a day to play on his goddamn computer, bastard. Why don't you go pull up your old lady's weeds out back or something?
Don't forget about the duck farmer.
Whoa. Roll call's giving Brazilians now. I don't know if I trust him with that.
Brazilians. Whoa.
Yeah, pulling up the old lady's weeds.
Yeah. So what I want to do, this popped up in my feed, and it's Arms List Media. And they're just talking about how they're demonetized and stuff like that. And it kind of went along with the e-begging thing, right? That, people have been talking about e-begging a lot. So this popped up and I started listening to it, and I was like, at about the 5-minute mark, this just becomes like the most sad sack, miserable shit to listen to ever. And I wanted to use it as an example, maybe of how not to get people on your side and how not to, get people to get on your team here a little bit. So go ahead and play it and let's listen to it.
All right, let me unmute myself first.
And then I'm going to read I have my comment to the video ready to go. So we can. Can you guys hear it?
Present them.
I could barely hear it.
Needs to be louder.
Okay, pause it a little bit. I'll increase the volume. I'll increase your volume a little bit. Shit. Hold on a second. Of course, I clicked the wrong goddamn thing.
There was a little Spanish flea, the chipmunk seen on TV.
There it is. Hold on. Ape, you are okay. Here, we'll turn you up here a little bit.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
1,
okay,
2,
let's see.
3. Attention, Walmart shoppers. Testicles. That is all.
There you go. Go ahead and try it again.
Because you're focusing on the real enemy, and that's what we all need to do. So anyway, that's my rant for today. Thanks for watching. We don't really care if you subscribe because honestly, YouTube's made it clear that we can't make any money from this anyway. So don't care if you subscribe. Don't really care if you comment either because that doesn't really benefit the channel in any way either. So have a great day and focus on your real enemies because they are real and they're out there and they're after your freedom.
All right, you can stop, pause it, whatever. All right.
Down, turn around, think about cotton.
Here's my comment, and I tagged 5 minutes in the videos. That's right where he started saying that. I said, first of all, subs, thumbs up, comments, and interaction does benefit your channel. They help bring the content to people that may want to see it, which in turn helps spread your message. I understand it can be devastating for a channel to be demonetized, but being a whipped defeatist isn't going to help. In fact, a poor attitude will just turn potential viewers and subscribers away. Now, especially, Pro 2A supporters need positive, motivated leaders, not people who give up. There are definitely other streams of revenue, such as Patreon and other platforms like gunstreamer.com, guntube.org, along with Pro 2A sites like gunchannels.com. I'm a small channel with not many subscribers, so maybe I can't truly understand what it's like to be on a large scale, but it is but it's because I do content that I'm leaving this comment. A regular viewer may just dismiss your channel and move on without saying anything. Maybe it will help you think. Thanks. Have a great day, man. So, thoughts, if any?
Did he say why he got demonetized totally? Did they do something?
No, I don't think they did anything. It's just their gun channel, you know?
Well,
his attitude's piss poor.
Well,
doesn't Armsless sell guns?
They're yeah, they do. Well, they don't sell guns. They're more like the bulletin board, just like, hey, I've got this for sale. Who wants to buy it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would think anything with selling guns and that was kind of a no-no when they redid their last, or I don't know, however many revisions ago, YouTube decided to be more YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was someone who's asking who that was. That was Armsless Media, which I don't hardly know anything about them. I've really I think that's only the second video I've ever watched. I think I subscribed to them pretty far back when they put out a video that I thought was good, and I think I subscribed to them. And this was when it popped up in my feed, and I was like, oh, let me click it and find out. And what's up? And yeah, I got to that part, and I was like, Jesus Christ, like, ugh. Like, why would you want to support somebody that's so negative? You know, like, oh, it doesn't matter. What do I care? Well, who cares if you sub? Who cares if you comment? And I know he's saying that and probably in a way to make people feel bad for him, I guess, but it doesn't make me want to pull for him or root for him at all.
Well, know what I think? I think this guy can go plug his wine hole with a big fat dick. That's what I think.
Coming in strong to take that blue spot W this week.
He's rallying.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's pathetic.
Wasn't
it? That is great, pathetic, oh, poor, pitiful me, smallest violin in the world fucking bullshit. What a cunt.
Well, Cindy, I don't know if Cindy's watching, but if she wants a link to get in here to go head-to-head with this guy, you might need it.
I think he was trying something, and it just didn't go over the way he thought it would. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I think he was trying to get the point across that for a gun channel that, you know, getting anything out of YouTube, the subscribers, the likes, the comments don't matter. Now, it still matters if you want to get your message out and you want to get eyeballs on your message.
He may have just been in that stage of being upset and being depressed for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but still sounds like a whiny little, you know.
I agree.
I mean, at least be sarcastic and be an asshole about it. You know, at least, you know, people can kind of tell, but he sounded like he was just about to cry.
How long ago was this video?
It just came out.
Let's see.
Yeah, it just came out.
Well, that dude could fucking shut his fucking face. Fuck him.
Premiered March 21st, 2019.
Fuck that dude. Nobody wants to subscribe to my channel. It doesn't help. I put that gun in my asshole. Somebody pull the trigger. Because my life's gonna end. YouTube. I can't get no money. And guess what, buddy? Fuck up. And I'd like to thank Lucan RX for my great fucking donation, the biggest one this channel's ever got. So, hey, how about that, you little shitbag? Shut the fuck up. Go cry in the corner. Fucking, I don't care. Have everybody stick your finger in your ass. I mean, cheer up there, Buttercup.
Is this what we're doing now? Is we're trying to take the wound up son of a bitch of the week on the last fucking minute? Because fuck you guys, I'll take the goddamn wound up son of a bitch of the week. If you don't like it, fuck you. You know where the fucking door is at. You can fucking go take it.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever on Midnight Range TM, we have a live one-on-one wound up son of a bitch death match.
I just think that he exposed himself for what he is. He's just worried about the financial reward of it. He's not worried about spreading any kind of message. He's about the money. That's it. So fuck him. That's what I say.
And the horse he rode on.
In the ass with a stick wrapped in barbed wire.
Yeah.
Grim, I don't think you understand the wound up son bitch of the week tactic.
No, I'm not.
How do you know he wouldn't like that?
And he premiered the video so he could comment with people while it premiered.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it said premiered on that.
Oh yeah.
So he's definitely trying to cry for attention.
Oh, cry baby.
Whoever says Clover just had a mild heart attack.
Poor little putty cat.
Oh, now roll call's gonna have one of those like what was it the gun channels riffs, because I'm gonna go over this guy's page and I'm gonna call him every fucking name in the book, and then on the end I'm gonna be like, "Have a great day."
Tell him how you really feel, though.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you show him the door?
I'll fucking show him the door. I'll kick him right out of that fucking door.
Make sure you move the fan out of the way
and
first.
then hit him with that door. That's what I'll do. Son of a bitch. Nobody's gonna watch my channel. Where's my subscribers? That doesn't even help either. I ain't got no subscribers. I ain't got no fucking money. Join the club.
Got nobody.
That's it. It's not the sub thing that bugged him. It's the money. It's the money.
I ain't got no tagline.
On a serious note, that should open up people's eyes that when you watch channels like Sarge, when you watch channels like Budget, like when you watch all these other channels, we give a shit about people that sub to our channels. We
Speak
care
for
about
yourself.
you guys. Well, except for that turd bastard. Sucks. But he can't fucking hold a gun without it malfunctioning. I mean, fuck. You have the weakest wrist ever. You should just cut your wrist off and get robo hands, dude.
Listen, you son of a bitch. I got to take that shit from Midnight Range because it's his goddamn show. I don't have to take it from you.
I'm just saying out there, guys. We care about you. We like it when we get subscribers, and we try and do the best we can for the people that watch our channels. If you look at this guy, this is the guy that you say click and you unsubscribe from him, and you never listen to him ever again. And you come over here and listen to us.
Phoenix says, think about it. If you were doing videos for a company, not yourself, which can't list, show or link, would be easy to get like that. Sure, it would be easy to get like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure a lot of other people want to get like that. But you know what? It's not doing you any good. And you got to pull up your goddamn pants and start being fucking positive. And, when what's going to, is that going to be more effective, or is it going to be more effective to say, listen, we've been demonetized and we need your support. We need all the likes. We need all the links. We need all the shares. We need all the subscribers we can, because we want to spread this message around. We're pro gun and we want people to know it. And through help like that, we can hopefully, add some more revenue streams to the channel. You know what I mean? Which one do you want to hear? Glimtech Arm says, damn, who do I have to fondle to get on this panel? All you got to do is ask. And are you on, if you're on gun channels, I can throw it in the gun channels chat for you.
Maybe you should fondle Obnoxious so he can shoot his guns right.
Whoa. Oh. Now we're talking
I think he's distracted as is without someone touching his smooth criminals.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta watch that. You gotta watch that guy.
Yeah, just whiny.
So that was definitely. I wanted to bring that up because I didn't really necessarily. I didn't think it was necessarily going to be a big topic to talk about, but it was more of a food for thought kind of thing. So when you're talking to people, when you're putting out videos and stuff, when you're, if you're doing you're looking for, patrons to help you out, or a fundraiser or something like that, you know, and I see guys that do something like this, you know, it's just so unhelpful. Glimtech Arms, he has no idea where to start. Okay, first thing you got to do is if you're on mobile, you can use your phone. You can use a computer. I don't know if you're on phone or a computer. You need to have Hangouts, Google Hangouts, and somebody will send you an email with a link. You click on that link, and
I'll forward it to them. I think I've got it.
Okay. And what it'll do is, even if you don't have Google Hangouts, when you click that link, it'll prompt you to do it. Okay. Yeah. Gunchannels.com. Yeah. You could be wherever.
Mm-hmm.
And you just hop on. It's best to have earbuds, but you don't necessarily have to. If you're on a computer, it can be open. You just got to be careful, you know, and you'll get used to it. On a mobile, it's very, very simple. You just have a picture on and off and a mute on and off, and that's it.
No, it doesn't come up. I can't remember what his first name is.
I'm
gonna throw one of his names in the chat. Just one of them.
He said he has a headset. Yeah, that's fine. Glimtap, are you on Gun Channels?
I can't remember his first or last name. What is it? Or throw your email address in the chat and I'll forward it.
Yeah, if you throw your email in the chat, yeah, one
I'll
of these
cut
guys
and paste it.
And then we'll
paste it and have it to you in a second.
Then we can delete it, and you won't be able to. Nobody will be able to see it after that. If you're okay with that. If you're not, then whatever.
Or if you get over on Gun Channels, there's a lot, a little more private than everyone else, or than being out in the YouTube chat.
The pants says not on Gun Channels equals doesn't exist. Yeah, if you're not on Gun Channels,
yeah,
better get your ass over there.
Sign up.
That's one condition. You can get your ass on Gun Channels, and you can hop in.
You can just send me an email and I'll reply to it.
So
Skynet bot.
Oh, midnight. I sent you an email.
Oh no!
I know I've conversed with him. I just can't think of his actual name off the top of my head because he won the swag pack the other night.
Oh, look at that! He lucky.
I just can't think of his name other than his screen name.
No, you'd think these small channels would remember people's names and stuff. No.
I mean, I can.
Well, you know, you get to that certain size where you're giving stuff away.
I remember this. He said that.
That is true, and he verified it in the chat.
I just can't think of his.
So where is this from, Grim? Is this the proposed, the one that they're talking about?
No, this is some propaganda from Chirac, how kids learn about the amendments. Did you read the second?
Are you shitting me?
Okay, I just wanted to know if it's just me when I looked at it and I felt like the little thermometer just like went nuclear or what?
So this is something that's seriously given to kids to describe it.
See that? It's like
I fucking see it.
Oh wait, here he is.
It had me on tilt.
So
on Friday.
Okay, so let me get this so I can read it a little better.
Propaganda.
So it says amendments to this is fucked up, man.
I'm trying to laugh because I don't want to be the wound up son of a bitch of the week.
Yeah, amendments to the Constitution, Bill of Rights, amendments 1 through 10. Amendment 1, freedoms of religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition. So they have little descriptions basically of it. And it says the First Amendment protects 5 basic rights: freedom of religion, speech, press, assembly, and petition. Congress cannot set up established or official church or religion for the nation. Congress cannot set up an established right. Okay. Congress may not abridge or limit the freedom of speech. The government may not censor or review books, newspapers before they are printed. Assembly, but whatever. Okay. So Amendment 2, right to bear arms. So this is the description that apparently kids are given to what the Second Amendment right to bear arms means. Right to bear arms, Second Amendment. Police officers and National Guard have the right to carry weapons. Courts have ruled that the government can regulate ownership of guns by private citizens. Citizens are required to have a gun license, gun registration, and background check during a 3-day waiting period. That's the fucking description of the Second Amendment.
Yeah. They didn't quote it. They didn't do anything.
Nothing. Like, that is...
To be fair, that is the Second Amendment in Illinois.
You know, and then you go down to number 3, the Amendment 3, lodging troops in private homes. It says, during the colonial period, the British quartered or housed soldiers in private homes without the owner's permission. This amendment limits the government's right to use private homes to house soldiers. Like, it's a decent layman's term description of the Third Amendment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Police officers and National Guard have the right to carry weapons. Courts have ruled that the government can regulate ownership of guns by private citizens. Citizens are required to have a gun license, gun registration, and background check during a 3-day waiting period.
What crap?
All of those statements are true depending upon where you're at.
No, but this is supposed to be the U.S. Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But saying that police and the military do have the right to have arms, yes, absolutely true.
But that's just a couple true statements.
That's
like it's not a description.
Let me throw a couple true statements.
But they didn't lie. They just didn't tell the entire truth, which I guess is lie.
Second Amendment. Yeah, Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. Guns use bullets, and then guns you gotta what kind of dumb shit?
Bang.
No, come on, man. You don't expect any damn thing else from, what is this, Chicago? You don't expect anything else from Chicago schools, do you?
Yeah, true, but at least they could have quoted the second.
A liberal bastion run by Democrats for decades, already anti-gun. I mean, come on. Brainwashing is, the method of choice for indoctrinating the youth in our schools. It's going to be, of course they're going to do this bullshit. Doesn't shock me at all.
Yep.
Not a bit.
Voting age 16, right?
Yep. And that's why. Because they're still fresh from their daily indoctrination and brainwashing, and they haven't learned any better yet. So, of course, they're going to vote the way that their masters the teachers tell them to. Not that I want to go down that rabbit hole, and because I left my tinfoil hat at home.
Remember, shiny side out.
The right to bear arms. Stick your arms out and get a welfare check, and everybody pats you on the back, and then everybody else does the work for you. The right to bear arms for Chicago.
And you got to make sure you got no sleeves, so put your wife beater on there. Then you got your bare arm.
And drip your taco sauce on it.
Yep.
Taco sauce.
With your beef soda in the other hand.
With your beef soda.
Drop your bouillon in it.
Yeah. Oh boy. So where did you get a hold of that? Did you find that online somewhere, or did you?
No,
for the NRA.
Someone I knew, their kid was studying it, and they were asking me questions, and then they started reading. Is this true? And I looked, and I'm like, I was trying to not. I'm like, no.
This is bullshit.
Yeah. I was like, hey, by the way, can I take a picture of that real quick?
Wow.
I'm like, oh gosh. I'm like, come on. Yeah. Now we wonder why they're the way they are at that age. I mean, not that it's surprising, but it's all the bullshit that they tell them.
Yeah, it instead of mentioning how it's set up so that citizens can protect themselves and their rights. It's the Second Amendment means that you can be infringed upon. It's like the Second Amendment is there so that rights can be taken away almost. Which kind of actually leads me to a really great point. Well, a point. It's probably not a really great one because it's my show. But so, been clicking on a lot of, listen to a lot of stuff. Work a ton. So when I'm doing prep and stuff, I'll listen to, chats and podcasts and stuff. Shapiro. Pants. The Pants says they missed the word people somehow. Right of the people. Right. Exactly. So I really like Shapiro. I like listening to Ben Shapiro a lot. He's got a lot of fire. He's got a ton of knowledge. It seems like a smart dude. I find him interesting to listen to. So if you haven't listened to his Sunday, he does a Sunday podcast where he just interviews somebody for like an hour or whatever, hour and a half. I don't know. And he's had some really good people on. I only listened to the first couple minutes, but he had Dan Crenshaw on. He's done, what did he do? I think he did Adam Carolla, which was really cool. He had a bunch of them, but he'll do sort of commercials. He'll start out with like a little, and it's his sponsors, whatever. He'll say a sponsor, then they'll do like 20 minutes, and then he'll sort of do another little sponsor commercial, whatever. And the first one I ever watched of his, just randomly clicked on it. The second sponsor he talked about was Bravo Company. And I thought that was really cool. Bravo Company that does, AR parts or whatnot. I thought that was really awesome that he would have somebody. He is a gun owner. He talks about being a gun owner. He's very pro-gun. He's very pro-Second Amendment, very pro-Second Amendment. One of the things that he'd said that I thought was a really cool statement was that he was talking about the Second Amendment and where it's important, against tyranny and whatever. And he said, the Second Amendment was designed to defend the Second Amendment. And I was like, wow, what a cool statement. What a neat statement, right? So, and you think about that, it's like, it's an amendment designed to protect itself. And I thought that was a really awesome statement. I thought that was really cool. And I wanted to bring that up on the show. And this is kind of a perfect time to bring it up. So what do you guys think about that statement? As simple and straightforward as it is, the Second Amendment is designed to protect the Second Amendment.
It's accurate. It's very true.
We were talking about this on my show Friday.
Hey, quit trying to plug your own damn show. This is my show.
And he talked about it 48 hours earlier.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead, buddy.
The Second Amendment is designed to protect the entire Constitution.
Yep.
Not just itself. And that's
right.
kind of the direct we went with it.
I totally agree. But the idea of an amendment being there to protect itself, I thought was really interesting. And we've said that too. The second
on the founders
protects. The second protects all the other ones. I totally agree, and I think that's a great. But to even narrow it down to protecting itself, I thought was really, really interesting. So yeah, I would. That's a really, really good set of a really good. Is it the Daily Wire? I guess it's the Daily Wire. He does it on. He does the Sunday chats. Check those out. And he did one on episode 742 is about New Zealand shooting.
Oh, yeah.
Really interesting to listen to. And, so I don't know. I just wanted to recommend it a little bit. Anybody else have any thoughts on that? Other thoughts on that other than Sarge and Budget?
I think it's simple. It's good.
Yeah.
Just it protects itself and then it protects the rest. I mean, you don't have to go into any big fancy schmancy, this and that. It's there for a reason.
Yeah. What does Ben Shapiro have against being happy? I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
That's being happy?
Yeah, I don't know. He these interviews actually it's actually pretty cool because he actually is does a lot of joking around and having fun with people. It's a little bit different than a lot of his speech stuff, where he's like very, much more fact driven and, you contain 3 weeks of sodium at beef soda.
Here we go again.
Dead Horse says Shapiro is very quick witted. Yeah, he's sharp, man. When he interviewed when he was talking, like I said, I didn't listen to the whole thing, but when he was interviewing Dan Crenshaw, I was like, holy shit, Crenshaw, Shapiro in 2024. Jesus Christ, that would be awesome. I'd love to see those guys be president and vice president or co-presidents, whatever.
Just throw Trey Gaddy in the mix and we got it.
Yeah, he could be their whatever. What would be the third guy? What's the third guy down the row?
Secretary of State.
Speaker of the House, isn't it?
Oh, Secretary. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Speaker of the House. That's who gets it if the president and vice president both kick the bucket, right?
Yep.
It's it's president and vice president. Then it's descending order of cabinet members.
Mm-hmm. Another one that I wanted to mention was one point was probably someone quote him on the statements. Okay, I don't know. Yeah, Gowdy's retiring. Another one to check out was active self-protection on his second. I know some people don't like him. Yankee's not a big fan of him because he thinks he promotes fear-mongering or whatever.
Who's that?
Whatever, I don't really have. Active self-protection, ASP.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to subscribe just because Yankee doesn't like him.
Yeah. and every video you watch, you just like, hey, Yankee doesn't like you, by the way. He did on his secondary channel, which I can't remember what the hell it is.
Active self-protection extra is the name of it.
Yeah. He did a really interesting video on the New Zealand massacre or whatever, and said some really good stuff, some really good pro-Second Amendment stuff, and it was really, I recommend it. And Glimtech, I see you there. How's it going, buddy?
It's going. How about you?
Perfect. Mike sounds good.
It actually works. It's a miracle.
No, you sound great. Actually, whatever headset or whatever mic you're using, it sounds good. Sounds real good. The last thing I wanted to mention here, I was watching. I don't remember what I was watching. Something pro gun, I'm sure, because that's pretty much what I listen to at work or conservative, whatever. A commercial came on for Trump, and I wasn't watching. It was, like I said, I wasn't watching my phone. I was kind of doing stuff, and I looked up, and it was a commercial, and big bold letters, Donald Trump, and he's there like doing whatever. I don't know what the hell he was doing. And it said, in quote, it says, "Defend yourself." Okay, big bold letters, and then it says, in quotation marks, "The Second Amendment will never be repealed." So he's trying to, I think, you see a commercial like that with him on it. He's trying to push for the Second Amendment, guys. He's trying to get the ones back that he lost or keep from losing to more. The red flag bills, the red flag stuff like that. People are pissed off at him. They're saying he's not really pro Second Amendment. People are, they're putting out commercials to try and sway us back, right? I just didn't know if anybody else had seen that one or seen anything like that, because that one's kind of new. I've never seen that one before. It's kind of disingenuous, right?
Well, especially after the stuff he pulled with the bum stock crap.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Even though that is now has been rescinded, so that ban is not going to go into effect.
Not rescinded. They've got an injunction.
Well, the injunction. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Is the bump stock deal that he pulled, is that really anti-Second Amendment? I'm just asking.
It could potentially be, not so much that it's mainly because of what they did with the ATF, because they're having ATF actually create a law, which they aren't allowed to do.
Did they create a law or a ruling or an opinion?
They actually rewrote the law to include bump stocks as machine guns. They actually rewrote the machine gun section of the law to include bump stocks.
Yep, they changed the definition of bump stocks without going through the legislative process. They did it by bureaucratic fiat.
Correct.
Yeah.
They just basically rewrote the bump stock into the Machine Gun Act. And said that an accessory now it can be classified as a machine gun, which now opens up the can of worms for binary triggers, because binary triggers are a big thing. Binary triggers an accessory, and that could also be classified as technically a machine gun because it serves the same purpose.
Well, I mean, I think we all know that's really trying to skate around things, the binary triggers.
It is, exactly. But then so is the bump stock. Matter of fact, Adam Kraut, he's actually an attorney from Pennsylvania. They actually did a nice, I don't know if you saw the video of it that they sent in. It was a nice 4K slow-mo video of an actual bump stock and the functionality of the bump stock. And you can plainly see that it does not function unless you pull the trigger every single solitary time. But they're saying, nope, it's a machine gun.
Yeah. They're wrong in that aspect for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think a lot of people are really quick to jump on them, like the 2A community is known to do. If anybody does the least little thing that anyone can view as anti-Second Amendment, they just jump all over them. And I don't know what he's done that's anti-Second Amendment yet. I know everyone's not happy about the bump stock, but what has he done that's anti-Second Amendment? I don't know. I'm asking.
I think it was just in the very beginning. He was the one that the same way along with the red flag laws too. He was the one that says, "Well, I'm all for, take the guns now, and we'll worry about the, we'll worry about the law later, the due process aspect of it." I know that was a big thing with them too.
Yeah, he's a popularist, whatever you want to call it. And when I saw that ad, it just, it made me think of the bump stock thing and the red flag laws and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, boy, he's trying to gather people up. I don't know if that's a sign that he's worried that if he runs, he realizes he's sort of stepping in it, by what he's done, or if it's just normal politics, trying to get everybody on your side without really, I don't know, not without doing anything, but I don't know. A little effort is possible, right?
I think, I don't know whether I'm right or wrong. I think we kind of get distracted by some of these things sometimes. And then the really bad things like that House Bill 768, our attention gets diverted elsewhere. And then those things creep up on you before you realize it.
Yep, that I'll agree with 100%. I think it's it's one of those you're watching the left hand while the right hand is sneaking everything in the back door, and next thing you know,
yeah, for sure,
yep, exactly, you're screwed.
I think we're bad for that as a community. Sometimes we get distracted easily. I say we, a lot of people do.
Dead Horse says, all I want to know is what did the Russians have to do with the bump stock ban?
same thing they had to do with the 2016 interference.
Yeah.
Diet beef soda. Does anyone see my high sodium brother in here?
Wouldn't that be high calorie, brother?
Yeah.
I mean, isn't the whole craze with the diet sodas now? It's all the flavor, none the calories.
Yeah, but I mean, you can. I guess when it comes to beef soda, maybe the criteria is a little different.
Well, just as long as it ain't like those diet potato chips. I mean, unless you need that sort of thing, but.
Pfeiffer says the Russians are probably upset about people putting stupid bump stocks on AKs.
Yes, Pfeiffer is fine.
They're like, that's it. You asshole Americans have gone too far. Watch this. We're gonna collude the hell out of this place. Collude like a sumbitch. So, Glimtech, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Thanks for jumping in. Is this the first time you've been on a chat?
It is, yes.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
Let's see. Well, like Sarge.
he's already got a cool icon and everything.
Yeah, he's got a bitchin' logo. I dig the logo. It's real nice and crisp and clear too.
Wow. Cool. Like I said, I'm an old fart, so let's see, I'm over 50. Let's just put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Not the oldest, I don't think, but I'm close to it. But did my 25.
That's younger than Obnoxious One.
Yeah, there you go. Did my 25 in law enforcement and retired out of Pennsylvania.
He's been stuck in the crapper all night, so you're doing pretty good.
Yep. So I did my 25 in Pennsylvania, retired law enforcement. Got tired of the snow and decided to move out to Arizona. So, like I said, I'm about 2 hours away from G Webb's. He's in Tucson, and I'm up the highway from him, up in the Globe area. So we're pretty close.
So how'd you get hooked up on gun channels and stuff like that?
Yeah, like I said, I've been following guns, and I'm an FFL dealer here in Arizona. So
awesome.
Just picked up stuff and looking at gun videos and such like that, and just came across it, and here we are. But so I retired. Like I said, I retired from law enforcement, and got out here and got bored silly and decided I was going to do it again, except in the corrections aspect of it. Boy, that was a mistake.
So, do you have a gun shop? Or do you just kind of do it out of your house or something?
I do it at my house right now. Yep, I just got. Matter of fact, I just got my FFL about February.
Very cool. Are you doing it more as a fun hobby to make a little bit of money, or are you planning it to be like a?
I'm eventually going to get my own shop. Just like I said, the law enforcement field was fine, and like I said, now I got back into corrections, and that's not too fine.
Yeah.
So, yep, that's pretty much basically it. But I drove school bus for a bunch of years, so I sort of figured if I could drive school bus doing corrections is easy. It's babysitting, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
watch them damn kids.
Yeah.
Right, Midnight? Watch
them
damn kids.
Yeah, watch your own damn kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch your damn kids. I'll tell you what, I started to do a video on it, and I just couldn't find the words. I was stammering and stumbling, and I was like, I don't know what to say. And I was in this weird mixed spot of being really pissed off and being really kind of sad, because it really bummed me out, man. And I was, and just watching this little dude, and I was like a surrogate babysitter. I was like, this is a shame. Such a shame. Yeah.
Way too much.
And you know what? He's gonna get older, and he's gonna go into school, and he's gonna have a cool teacher like Grim, and he's gonna be an asshole, and nobody's gonna be like, why is this kid such a pain in the ass? Why is this kid such a dick? And it's gonna be because of the shit that's happening to him right now, where he's just left to his own devices. You know.
Yep.
When they did leave, it's funny is he was perfectly happy, having a great time, running around, you know, doing his thing. When they left, and he came, and his mom or whoever the lady was, the young lady that came and picked him up she came down and picked him up. She says, "Time to go," and she picked him up. He started screaming because he didn't want to go. He didn't want to leave. And it's like the kid has no structure at all. You know, I told my son, I was like, "Hey, we're going in 5 minutes." He said, "Okay." And then 5 minutes rolled around. I said, "Okay, it's time to go." He goes, I said, "No, we had 5 minutes. It's time to go." And he reached out and he grabbed my finger, you know, hold hands, and we walk up to the car. Kids need structure.
Yeah,
and this poor little guy is like, he's already starting out with 1 foot, you know, 1 foot behind. It's a shame.
I thought when he grabbed your finger, you were going to fart.
That's been known to happen. That happened a couple of weeks ago. He looked at me. We were in the living room. And my hand. Yeah, I have problems with my hands. Carpal tunnel sometimes, and I do a lot of, like, I'll stretch my hand and flex it and stuff a lot. Crack my, you know, every once in a while I'll crack my fingers. And I was flexing my hand out. I was going like this, and he looked at me. He goes, "Hey," he says, "let me pull your finger." And my wife said, "Why?" And he says, "For toots." And she said, "Who taught you that?" And he goes, "I don't know." And I was like, "That's right, buddy. Don't rat me out." And she laughed. He says, "I don't know." That was funny. And my man, he didn't rat me out. It was good. No snitches. Snitches get stitches.
That's a good man.
Mm-hmm.
Good little guy.
No, Wood says spent 15 years with kids with behavioral disorders. Every time it's a lack of parental structure. Yeah. Bus drivers are brave. Oh my God, I know. Man.
Yes. Brave.
Well, it's funny. You get yourself
kids. Oh,
yeah, and it's a whole new world driving a school bus. You know, when you're driving a vehicle, you know, they have that big ass mirror up top there. They call that the discipline mirror, and you learn real quick how to drive while looking in that mirror. You don't look at the road. You just look at the mirror, and you just, like, kind of gauge where you are in the road by looking through your back window.
You're just driving. You just got to start driving the bus backwards. That's all.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do. Let them drive backwards the whole way. Just, you know, no big deal.
Like a 50-foot bus will, you know, do anything.
And I used to always get the thing, how can you stand those middle school and high school kids? And it's like, I'll take them all day long, because the high school kids take care of the middle school kids because they just want to go home, so they just tell them to shut up and sit down. But the elementary, forget it.
Wood says he's done both, and teaching is easier.
Yep. Well,
and every once in a while, every now and again, you catch wind of on the news or something of some bus driver that just totally went bananas, just totally freaks out.
Went postal.
You know, and it's like, yeah, they just go nuts. Yeah, and you know, there was one guy. I don't know, this was wild. This was a long time ago. With some bus driver just, like, had enough, and they, like, pulled the bus over and just started, like, walking away.
Yeah,
like walking. They're like, "Fuck you, I'm out of here.
I'm done.
I'm done."
Hey, no,
yeah, you call up the school, be like, "Hey, I quit. You can kiss my ass, and there's 40 kids here waiting for you to pick them up. You better get your ass over here."
Now, see, what's really scary here in Arizona, okay, you know, it's if it's anything over 80 degrees, they won't send the kids out for recess because it's too hot. So what do these teachers do, you know, 10 minutes before the end of school? Oh, well, hey, we're going to feed them with candy and cookies and all this other stuff. And what are they going to do? They're going to hop on a bus and they're going to bounce around like idiots.
Oh, yeah, go nuts. And then you're not allowed to have seatbelts, so you can't even strap them in there.
Oh man! So I shouldn't be giving them Jolly Ranchers at the end of the day.
Well, I'll tell you, you can do that, but then I certainly wouldn't go out and talk to the bus driver anytime soon. Because that sickle may be be swinging.
Just give marshmallows and Jolly Ranchers and all kinds of candy. Here you go, kids.
Here, have some Smarties. Here, eat a couple of packs of Smarties. You're good to go.
Oh boy, you pack Pixie. Grim, you need to
Pixie stick snorting.
I was gonna say, but those big Pixie sticks, the ones that were like a half an inch across and about 3 feet long. That you get them to pound one of those down about 15 minutes into the bus drive, they're like ready to rip the seats out the goddamn bus.
Hell, just give them all Red Bull with red vine straws. What's worse that could happen?
Oh, they do. You know what? They come in with those energy drinks every morning. They just pound those things.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Snag a sugar and a spoon. Oh hell! Why bother with the spoon? Just grab the whole damn 50-pound sack of sugar. Oh, sack of sugar. That would make more sense.
Yeah. I watch them enough.
Yeah, like I said, driving the school bus and being into prison. That's just a different form of babysitting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough, man.
Talking to Woods about that earlier. We were on Gary's chat. They'll send them to school sick. Son, you can't stay at home. You have to go to school. Come to school sick. Why didn't you stay home? My parents said I couldn't stay home.
Get to school, goddammit. You don't want to make that. You don't want them to make. You don't want your kids to make you sick, but you make everybody else's kids sick.
Yeah, we don't want you at home.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Then when you get to the school, they kick them off the bus because they just got done barfing all over the place, and it's like, hey, better call mom and have them come and pick them up.
Yeah. I go to the nurse. I carry my revolver in single action. Says, who will sit on the Iron Throne? You guys watch Game of Thrones? Who's gonna take it? Who's gonna sit on the Iron Throne? What do you guys think? This might matter. They might change the show depending on what we say here.
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow. The midget, Dead Horse says.
The midget.
No, it's the giant dwarf.
What did I miss?
Who is gonna sit? Who's gonna sit on the Iron Throne? Game of Thrones.
Obnoxious.
Yeah, that's porcelain throne. That's different.
That's a different throne.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault.
Haterade says whoever ate the bad eggs. The leader of the wildlings, is that the red-haired dude you're talking about?
Which one isn't like Game of Thrones the largest employer of gingers in Hollywood?
They did have quite a few there.
The orange one, that doesn't help.
Tormund. That's his name. Tormund. Tormund Johnsbane.
Tormund, yeah. Kinky knows. Kinky must be into him.
I think there's a whole lot of stuff that Kinky wouldn't be into. Or isn't a whole lot that Kinky wouldn't be into.
Little guy. I know not what to speak. Yeah, I think Khaleesi will. I think she'll take it back because it's her dad had the Mad King had it, and Jon Snow is not as. I think he would even. I feel like even if it was up to one of them to take it, I think he would. He might even just not want it. After everything that he's been through, he might not even want it. All the stress and all the murder, death, and all the bad stuff. I don't know. If she wants it, let her have it. And without the Kinky says Khaleesi without the dragons, so she can be a true queen. That's true. I mean, you could take the dragons out of the equation if, they were saying on Matt's show how they're going to kill the ice dragon or whatever, the zombie dragon. They have the big huge ass crossbow. They could tip that with the obsidian and get them with that. So I don't think. I mean, that's kind of a. I mean, if they do anything different than that, I'd be surprised. But Taters, what's going on, dude?
Hey,
what's happening?
Well, not a whole lot. I was going to work on my car tonight. I pulled it around back at work, jacked it up, got the wheel off, went to go undo a bolt on one of my wheel speed sensors, and the head snapped right off. So I took it as a sign and just went home.
Oh, that sucks. That blows, man. I did that.
I'll drill it out and retap it. Not a big deal.
I redid a boat, a little rowboat that I had. My grandpa had when I was a kid, and the inside was wooden. Had a wooden frame and wooden seats and stuff. And I just got it into my head a few years back that I was going to get that thing and fix it up, and I did. I did a pretty damn good job at it actually. But I had that problem too, man. I was snapping bolt heads off because they were all, I don't even know when, freaking 40-year-old bolts. These things were never meant to be taken off, and I was warming them up if I had to. There was a couple that I heated up to try and get them without. After they started snapping, oh my god, what a pain in the ass! What a bitch. At least that was easier because I was working with a shell, a shell of a boat basically. So it wasn't that big of a deal to kind of drill in carefully and drill them out. But man, I can't imagine doing, I'd be screwed if I did that on something like that. Hey, G, what's going on, buddy?
Not that big of a deal, really.
Big deal for me. I can't fix shit.
Yeah. If it was anything but like a wheel speed sensor, I'd be sweating it. But
yeah.
Hey, G, how's Big Sandy? I barely put any pressure on it at all, and the fucking thing just popped right off. I was like, fuck.
Oh, damn.
G-Webs, what's going on, buddy?
Not much.
Are you still out at Big Sandy?
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, I didn't know if it was still going. I couldn't remember if it was multiple days, if you were there through tonight or not. Coverage was pretty.
10:30 a.m. today.
Huh. The coverage the other night was pretty awesome. Watching all the fireworks going off and stuff. That was so cool. So, have you listened to the show at all today, or you're just getting in?
This show?
This one. Yeah.
No, I'm still in a good mood. Way.
We had some good chats. I didn't know if you'd heard any of it. If you had anything to jump in with, did you hear the description of the Second Amendment that Grimm's friend's son got from school?
So a kid?
Yeah. So it's a piece of paper. It's a paper that the kids got at school. Okay. And it's supposed to describe what the amendments are all about. With the First Amendment, Second, Third, Fourth. It says, what's a sort of in layman's terms, what does the Second Amendment mean? The Third Amendment mean?
So not like the kid's interpretation, but the teacher's like synopsis in some kind of workshop or something?
Exactly. You said words that I should have said and I didn't. So So for example, the Third Amendment, lodging troops in private homes, and then it says to the right, during the colonial period, the British quartered or housed soldiers in private homes without the owner's permission. This amendment limits the government's right to use private homes to house soldiers. Okay, that's straightforward, right? I think we're all on board with that. When the Second Amendment says Amendment 2, right to bear arms. Police officers and National Guard have the right to carry weapons. Courts have ruled that the government can regulate ownership of guns by private citizens. Citizens are required to have a gun license, gun registration, and a background check during a 3-day waiting period. That's their description of the Second Amendment for the kids in school. It's random and weird and doesn't tell you anything, I don't really think, other than there are laws and that's okay. So we'd read that. We talked about it a little bit.
What school was that again?
I don't know.
It's one of the CPS schools.
I just say, sounds like the indoctrination.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you later. I gotta go to bed.
Okay, see you, Sarge.
All right,
Sarge. Thanks.
In a night or two.
You want to plug anything quick?
I don't have anything to plug. I'm finishing up editing my my comparing the GoPro settings video. I'll finish that up in the morning, and then I'll be back on Thursday night at 9. So I'll see you guys during the chats this week.
Mm-hmm.
See you, gentlemen.
Thanks, buddy.
Take care, Sarge.
I'm gonna hop out too, guys.
Oh, y'all done? Okay.
Yep, I'm fading. So
let's go.
All pooped out.
See ya.
Oh, yep.
Catch you guys later.
Take it easy.
Don't forget to flush.
Remember to wipe, and if you empty the roll, just put a full one near it.
Yeah.
Back, on the back to front or front to back?
I was gonna say, you want me to put my wife on? You can tell her that.
Side to side.
Later.
Yeah. Gee, let's see. What else did we talk about? Gee, we decided that if you were gonna eat something that was messed up, like if somebody messed up food and you know the best one to eat messed up would be pizza, which I think we don't understand that. You'd rather eat a messed up pizza than anything else. I
disagree.
That sounds
you disagree?
Like yeah,
how do you mess up pizza?
You never ate a watery pizza? You put like too many weird vegetables on it and it gets all watery and then the cheese doesn't even melt and it's weird.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's not messed up. But if you're gonna have to eat something that's messed up.
Or you know what else? You take a regular piece of pizza that's old and you put it in a microwave and it just kind of melts it.
It's like rubbery.
Yeah,
but is that
it
microwave
kind of tastes like pizza though?
It depends, I guess, what it starts with. If it's bad and you do that to it, then that's worse than cafeteria pizza.
True. Yeah, cafeteria pizza day at school wasn't bad.
That's what everybody would rather eat bad pizza than other things, like bad shrimp. I'll eat bad shrimp, just don't give me bad pizza.
Well, that was one of them when we were talking about some of the things. Like, if you eat a bad pizza, it's like, it's just dry or it's soggy. But if you eat a bad Slim Jim, you might die. So, yes, pizza beats Slim Jim in that one. I'd rather eat the bad pizza than a bad Slim Jim.
Well, you got to give you that. At least the pizza gets cooked. So no matter, most of the time, no matter what weird cross-contamination stuff is happening back there, which probably happens a lot, at least it gets cooked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else did we talk about? Shapiro talking about some pro-gun stuff. That was really cool.
Salad in a sandwich. Someone mentioned.
Salad.
Oh yeah.
Media.
Arms list. Arms list. Kind of just giving up on.
Oh boy.
Just kind of giving up.
You can go back.
Watch your kids.
Yeah, we need to watch your kids. Yeah, I went on a little bit of a rant about that.
What's
the
happening
usual.
with Arms List? They're going out of business?
No, Arms List Media, the YouTube channel Arms List Media, which I don't know anything about, honestly, did a video where they were talking about being demonetized. And it was like the most depressing ass shit I think I've ever seen in my life and super unmotivating. And if they were thinking that was going to get them people to feel bad for him and support him somehow. I don't really get it. But it basically got to the point in the video where they talked about some stuff and they talked about, fighting for your rights a little bit. And then got to the point where literally he was like, so, demonetized. So, it doesn't really matter. And who cares if you subscribe? And we don't really, who cares if you comment? And who cares this? And it was really, really sad sack bullshit. I just didn't like it at all. It was annoying, and it was, so negative. I don't know. So we played that. I played the clip. I'll probably get a strike for it, but I don't give a shit. Because it was like kind of how not to get people to support you. I think, it was really, really negative, and it just really pushed me the wrong way.
Post the link for you there, G. Skip to like 4 minutes 30.
It's actually like right before 5 minutes. We played a little bit earlier. I mean, if you want to watch it, watch it. I mean, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on it for sure.
Now I'm confused. Is it 4 minutes and 30 seconds, or is it just before 5 minutes? I don't know what.
I just put in what Mr. Fry Cook here, glorious leader, told me to put it to when they opened it up.
Yeah. So, and then I read my comment to the guy. My comment to the video. I put my comment under the video and talked about there's other revenue streams, and there is other places to put your videos, and there's other places to look for support. And I don't know. I'd be interested in what your thoughts would be on what he said. So I don't know. Does anybody else have anything to talk about?
Not to talk. G-Web's in there stopping and picking me up for Wanamaker.
There you go. You got room in the van. You can snuggle with Marshmallow back there.
Yeah, there you go.
You look fluffy as hell, man. Dead horse says fried spam much. Ooh.
The key to getting her on your side, go to your local cafe and get those little pre-wrapped pats of butter. 1 or 2 of those, she'll be your best friend for as long as it lasts.
Hey, Midnight, I have a question for everybody.
Hey, buddy.
My wife, not my wife, my son, jeez, what a hell of a slip there. My son asked me a question today that I don't have the answer to. Who wins in a fight, Indiana Jones or Han Solo?
I saw that. I saw that you posted that. And I didn't know what I don't know.
Han, because Han shoots first.
Yeah, so does Indiana Jones. Don't you remember the whip guy?
Yeah, he didn't screw around. He didn't screw around with that dude with the bullwhip. Yeah. Okay, who was
the guy with the big scimitar?
Yeah. Let's see. Han is younger than Indiana. So if they're gonna draw on each other, I don't know. What kind of holster did Indiana Jones carry? Did he carry one of those flap holsters?
I think they were both
open.
Both the C93 Mauser holsters.
Yeah,
so remember, Hans had a snap.
They both know what they're doing. So they both got luck. They both got they're both gonna play dirty. That's tough.
That's what I was thinking. Dead. It could come down to
who lived longer in real life.
They're both old as hell.
Well, no, Han Solo only got so old, and then his kid killed him, right? Oh, spoiler. And then the Indiana Jones, do they even know how old he gets? He gets really old in the Crystal movie.
Yeah,
he
but
could be like 900 years old. And when you talk about draw speed, if they were drawing down on each other,
you do it. You go back, you find the scimitar scene, and you time it, and then you find the gecko scene or whatever his name is, and then you film it or you just time it.
Burrito.
Yeah.
Actually, in theory, Andy could live forever since he drank from the Grail.
Oh, so maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe even if he gets shot, maybe he'd be okay.
Well,
when you think about it, if you
just take both videos and put them side by side on a split screen, and you play them from the same spot, and you see who wins. One of them's going to win, unless they made the movies the exact same draw speed.
It could be. Because if you'd think like, well, he's younger, so he's probably faster, but Indiana Jones is older, so he's had more experience, more practice. Maybe he's smoother and faster.
Well, now here's the thing about, okay, even if Indy's immoral from drinking from the Grail, a blaster bolt is going to do a lot more damage than a regular lead slug.
Yeah, but you get shot by a 45, and then you get shot by a 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. You're still fucking dead.
Yeah, they're both humans, so they're both going to get shot by or killed by the bullet.
Well, then you're going to have to take into consideration, too, is it going to be a strong side draw versus a cross draw? Or are they both doing strong side?
Is Chewbacca helping?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe Indiana's a cross draw.
Oh, I don't know.
I actually just thought about something. Unless Indy is using a 45 AARP, his bullet hit the bullet out of that. If it's a broom-handled Mauser, 30 Luger, it's going to be traveling faster than that blaster bolt.
What? You think a bullet goes faster
than a laser?
All right, hold on. It is not a laser. A blaster bolt is a self-contained plasma. Is self-contained plasma. That's why it takes. No, it takes longer. That's why it's a pew instead of the faster of a bullet. Yeah,
that's where it goes. Platoon.
Hey, so you're saying even if he draws, but then is Indiana Jones, who has the faster projectile, going to be able to duck out of the way before the blaster hits him? Because it's all about ducking out of the way. You're talking about who's going to actually get hit first. But if they both draw and shoot, it might, Han Solo might go down right away because the bullet hits him faster. But it ain't like Indy's going to jump out of the way of that blaster.
Well, it all depends on how close or how far away. Are we talking 50 feet? Are we talking bad breath distance?
So you're saying
Indy wears his holster strong side.
Indiana Jones and Han Solo are on separate sides of a football field. They see each other and they immediately start shooting. That's what's going to happen?
Hey, if we're going to get balls deep into the geek on this, we're going to get balls deep into the geek. At 100 yards, yes. Indy would definitely have enough time to either collapse or duck out of the way of a blaster bolt.
Yeah, but where are they going to get into this situation where they're 100 yards away from each other and decide that lethal force is necessary to start killing each other?
They're going to go to jail.
Well, first of all, they might recognize one another and, oh, that's me. Nothing good can come of this. I must kill it. But no, if we're talking across the table, card table, no, then it's not going to make that big of a difference.
Well, then if you're talking across the table, then Indiana whips out the bullwhip, takes out the blaster, and that solves the whole problem.
You can't use a bullwhip that close to somebody.
No, what's going to happen is absolutely nothing, because they're both going to try and flip the table over at the same time to distract the other person. And even if they do draw, they're going to shoot at the exact same point. They're going to hit, and it's going to nullify itself.
Maybe, you know what it's going to depend on? It's going to depend on which one of them catches the other one making out with some chick first, and then they can just shoot him and kill him. Because they're always out there looking for tail. That's going to get them in trouble.
Han Solo's got the better chicks all the time.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah. It's like Looper.
Mm-hmm.
Go shoot yourself.
Yeah.
Out of existence.
That movie's fucking phenomenal.
That's a good idea, Haterade. We'll do that. We'll do that. It's good thinking. I'm glad you're here.
Mm-hmm. Well,
sooner or later the blaster will run out of batteries. That would be a bitch, right? Like shit. Hold on, I got to charge my gun.
Really?
Oh, here comes some super nerd. Here comes some super nerd.
Yeah. All of the Star Wars movies, when do they ever run out of batteries in their guns?
Yeah, Han's blaster holds literally hundreds of shots of both the energy and the actual gas that's required to form the plasma.
I bet you this could totally derail match chat tomorrow. So somebody make sure they bring it up.
Yeah.
Budget Gun Cinema says a smart man would flip a table on its side to block the bullets because if movies taught me anything, it's that wood tables are bulletproof.
Well, it might depend on what side of the tracks you're on.
That and desks. You could hop behind a desk and be okay too.
If somebody knocks over a round table and they're hiding behind there, isn't it just logical that they're on the very edge of the circle? Like that's where they're going to be.
Yes, Haterade, the blaster works on Earth because Mos Eisley is, it supports human and non-human life, so it would be similar in both gravity and atmospheric conditions to Earth.
Ugh, your nerd's making me sleepy. For the record, Indy wears his holster on the strong side, so that's equal. It's both strong side.
Mm-hmm.
This is all obsolete. Han Solo is dead. And you can't go back in time and go get a young Han Solo.
It's
Indiana
hypothetical.
Jones is still living. He's still living.
Not certain. I mean, we don't know what all is going to happen in Episode 9. They could fly the Millennium Falcon around a star, travel back in time, and shoot JJ or Kathleen Kennedy before anything happens. Oh wait, is that Terminator I'm thinking of?
Yeah, it's like, where are you going?
What the hell happened?
I think Fine Ape's having that little moment now.
Hey, don't blame me. It's Robbie.
Oh, it's Robbie's fault.
Robbie's got his plastic helmet on. He's losing it.
Plastic helmet, smoking a 38 special, holding up an Every Second Matters sign. I mean, he's got a quarter in his hand. For just a quarter, you can feed this robot for 30 seconds. Yes, George, I am mashing together all the nerd.
But Robbie's the man.
Robbie's the bot.
He's the man bot.
I'm so confused.
And I've done my job.
We were talking about robots the other day at the grocery store and how they're like giant. Somebody said like they're like giant like Roombas or whatever. Walmart's doing that at some of their stores. Somebody told me. I saw they're like giant automated Roombas that do the floors and stuff.
At Walmart, they just come up and abuse you and take your money.
Yeah.
Well, would you rather have the little dirt-eating Roombas or the big googly eye scanner that's irradiating you?
What are you going to do about it, human?
I'm gonna stuff fashionable tinfoil around my genitals.
Oh, well, that's weird.
That's
Ape's answer to everything. Well, I mean, every time he has a problem, all he wants to do is wrap his garbage in tinfoil. Why he thinks it's going to help?
It sounds like it's going to hurt.
I don't see the problem.
It helps because it forms a wonderful moisture barrier for keeping the pineapple juice in.
His tinfoil banana hammock.
Yeah.
Pineapple
shouldn't keep bananas.
Banana hammock, thank you.
You shouldn't keep your banana in tinfoil anyway. That's not good for it. Yeah. It ripens too fast.
Large Roombas going around Walmart in the middle of the night. Well, what else are the people going to, in the pajama pants and the T-shirts? They can ride them like hoverboards.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Dude, that's not middle of the night Walmart. That's just
true.
Walmart. No, middle of the night Walmart is someone in a dirty DOT vest just walking around looking for shit. Or Larry, the guy who delivers papers to every store within 50 miles.
Larry the duck?
More Larry.
Leave Larry alone.
No.
So who we going to give the wound up son of a bitch of the week to?
Oh,
I know Obnoxious left.
Yeah, we had a pretty good run there on the show.
Yeah, he didn't get that wound up. I still think roll call almost,
Roll call.
He had her going the other night.
Roll call's wife, Cindy.
Yeah.
I think it's more satisfying to give it to her because of the shovels full of dirt he was digging himself into the hole with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's getting deeper and deeper.
I thought she was really gonna tag into you there for a minute. I thought you were in trouble. I was waiting for her to come into the picture swinging.
She took full control over this shirt thing. I have no more say so in this. It is over. If you guys thought, oh, roll call's gonna give me, nope, that shit ain't happening. You're paying now. She is. This ain't a budget channel no more.
I was waiting for her to come. While you were sitting there, I was waiting for something to reach across the screen.
Yeah. You should have heard her after the show. You can't be giving away nothing. You son of a bitch. I'm like, you have full control. And I think that pretty much unburied me. So, there you go. So you're going to be paying like $60 for a shirt.
Replay.
She doesn't watch this show. God. What do you think? She watches this show? She doesn't watch this show. Yeah, come on.
She's probably watching every show you're on right now because she's pissed off at you.
No, I erased all my shows that I'm on my board. So I had them on my board with time, so I didn't forget. So I just erased all of them. So now I'll be like, well, I might be on that show. I might not.
That's funny.
Now he can say, I'll do whatever it takes.
Hey, what's Robbie eating over there, buddy?
Uh-oh.
What's he munching on?
Well, he didn't like moon food, so I guess I got to go back to feeding him quarters.
Oh,
yeah, quarters.
Feed him a shitty piece of pizza.
Well, I could probably find someplace that get me a tiny little pizza.
That tongue's creepy, man.
Yeah.
That is weird. How damn. Where did you find that thing at?
You can blame King Travi for finding me the link on eBay.
It looked much cooler way back in the day.
Now it's just super creepy with those little buck teeth with a gap in the middle.
Oh, look at the tongue when it goes across.
That's what I'm saying, man. Look at that. This shit's so creepy. What if you give him like a really heavy
little yellow Jabba the Hutt?
What
there
now?
You go.
Who what? There's like three people talking. No, it doesn't. Jabba's a blob. This is very clearly a minion.
When he runs his tongue across his lips, it looks like a little yellow Jabba.
He's a Jabba because of the way his mouth is.
Yeah. He does that like
And also because he's so big fat dude sitting there with belly between his feet.
There, I'll give him back his 38 special to smoke on.
Little stogie.
Well, he was holding up a mini shell, but apparently you just have a phallic fixation.
That was creepy. It was creepy.
Creepy that you thought it looked like a phallus, or creepy at the notion that robots can have genitals?
Both. It made me uncomfortable.
Then I have done my job.
He was just weirded out by Skynet.
Yeah.
To be fair, there are robots with genitals.
I'm sure there is.
Yes, there are.
Obnoxious's wife probably has one.
Depending on how crazy you want to get with it, they are expensive.
Depending on that. Man. See,
have you researched this? Have you filled out the mortgage paperwork or what?
Ape goes into the porn store. He's like, I'll tell you what, here's my budget.
Porn store? Whoa, hold on. What is this, 1973? No one goes to the porn store anymore. It's all online.
Yeah, that's true. Budget's catching a lot of signal issues. He's going to get out of here. Thanks, Budget. Thanks for stopping in.
Budget.
Great to have you. Would it stop an attack robot if you kicked it in the nuts? No, I don't think so. No. Make sure you get insurance for those sex robots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, most sex robot related injuries would be covered by your regular medical insurance.
That's possible. There's probably a rider in there. Actually, there's probably like a under section C,
paragraph E.
B, double. Yeah, you're not covered if you're banging a robot. Sorry.
Or when you walk into the emergency room and they ask you what happened.
Oh, isn't it obvious? I've got this 5-ton machine clamped on my junk.
Well, you just say, well, in that case, you just say things and stuff I'm not at liberty to say. I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Mr. Smith, I'm sorry to tell you, but the test came back positive. You have electrogonorrhea.
Well, you know, you can get that from a toilet seat, I'm sure.
You plug in your toilet?
Yeah.
Hey,
what a man does with his toilet is none of your dang business.
Well, no, I'm just thinking of
robot masters. Your robot overlord. Yeah. Accept your robot overlords.
Robotic.
All right. I say we
robot itch.
Do some plugs and get the hell out of here. Unless anybody has anything to say, anything to talk about. I don't know if I don't know if you watched that clip of that video or not. I don't know if you want to talk about that or not. If not, it's cool.
No, I feel like I've fulfilled my obligation already.
Okay. Well, I don't want to have to. I'll take you off the clock then. I don't really want to pay you overtime. I'm broke. They're talking about robots banging chicks on Star Trek. I guess that's go ahead, plug that robot. Hey, if you
got that Jewish chick marries the robot in Heavy Metal.
Yep.
Yeah. I forgot about that. You got anything coming up?
Not really. Might just keep posting pictures on Instagram. I might do a couple more videos since I'm going to have a block of time off around Tulsa. So stay tuned for that or don't. And thank you to all 100 people who put up with my very infrequent video production.
Comment or don't. I don't care. Subscribe or don't. I don't care.
Do whatever you want. I'm very...
So you did watch the clip? Is that what you're saying?
Obviously.
Or I didn't. I don't care.
Yeah.
If not for me, do it for the marshmallow.
I'm thinking about getting that guy as my promotion consultant. I think he could really do wonders for my channel.
Or don't. Oh, yeah. I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't care. I don't care anymore.
Well, you keep that up, you might be able to get the emo youth demographic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Now I know what it reminds me of. That robot in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Marvin?
That's what that guy reminds me of. Oh, I guess.
I've been talking to the computer to fix the improbability drive, and it hates me.
Yeah.
Robots, your fun plastic pal who's loads of fun to be with.
All right. I think I'm locked on 8 for little Robbie. Glimtech, what's going on with you, buddy? You got anything cool coming up? What do you?
Nothing. Work. I'm out on the medical right now, so.
Okay. Do you do videos at all?
I do not. I haven't. I never really had a chance to even, or the time to even get into those at all.
Well, I'll tell you what. Depending on what your situation is, you got some time. Like, even if you want to just do a live stream or something like that, and you need a hand or you need some help, you need some advice or whatever. And if you're planning to do a live stream, let a couple of us know so we can, get the word out a little bit that you're going to do it and get some people subscribed to you so they know that you're doing it. So
yeah, that works. Thanks. Yep. Like I said, I just with the way things are right now, I just don't have the time for that. I'd like to, but we're working on it. See what happens. Being used to being retired, I used to have time, but since I was stupid enough to get back into work again.
Mm-hmm. Are you on a computer now, or are you on your phone?
I'm on a computer.
Okay. I'm going to put my email in the side chat and shoot me an email. Oops, I'm putting my wrong. Putting my other email.
No.
So, but no, actually, if you want to hire that guy as your image consultant there, I can tell you right off the bat that you definitely will never have to worry about YouTube shutting you down, because he'll do just a good job of doing it himself.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to watch me. Oh, no. Yeah, mopey, you mopey son of a bitch, man. Oh my God. There's my email in the side chat there if you can see it. Shoot me an email so I have it. And if you want to jump on next week, I'll add you to the link list and you can hop on if you're interested. Sure. And it'd be great to have you.
Always, thanks.
Yep. Grim, what's going on? How are the Rugrats? You got to go to school tomorrow? What the hell? You're up late. You probably don't have school tomorrow, do you? His kid's tied him up. He's chained to the radiator right now.
Actually, I think what happened was Clover was actually in his leprechaun trap.
Nah. Yeah. Leprechaun trap got me. No, thanks for the link. Everyone out there, support these guys in the best way you can. That's sharing, liking, whatever, etc. So, but no, not too much. Just taking a couple of days off, trying to get some. Haven't been feeling too well lately, so and burn a few days, and it's about it. And and then I'm doing what you said earlier. I'm watching my own kids.
There you go. Watch your damn kids.
All 17 of them.
That's a lot of kids. It's a lot of kids. Is that a herd? What's a whole bunch of kids called? A herd?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a gaggle.
No, that's geese.
A gaggle of children.
Well, it depends. If you got them all hopped up on sugar and Red Bull, I think the technical term would be a murder.
I call them a gaggle of kids.
Yeah.
Gaggle of geese? A flock of seagulls?
A clutter of kids?
Sometimes I call my children a gaggle of dumbasses.
A busload?
A gathering of Grims.
Whales are in a pod, I think, right? A pod of whales.
Dolphins.
Is that dolphins?
Yeah, it could be whales too.
No, it's school. Is it school
fish.
Of dolphins? Yeah, it's school of fish.
It's a pod of dolphins, school of fish.
What's a whale?
I don't know. What is the term for a group of whales?
Is there a herd on that?
I don't think it's Weight Watchers.
Pan says kids are baby goats, therefore they're a herd.
There you go.
So yeah, something that Grim tagged in there was, support. If you want to, support people that are making videos or doing whatever. It doesn't necessarily if you're not comfortable doing monetary, help monetarily, or you can't, fine. But there's other ways to support channels. Getting the word around, sharing the videos, sharing the live stream, is a really cool thing to do too. If somebody's having a live stream, snag that video, share it to somebody that's never watched a live stream by somebody. It's a good way to introduce people to a channel is to let them have a good time on a live chat. There's people that watch videos, people that create videos that don't do live streams too. A lot of people don't, or when they do, it's just like it might as well be a video because they've got a set script that they're going to read and okay, thank you for watching, click, and it's off. There's no interaction or anything. So some of the shows that we're all used to and that we're kind of maybe spoiled by a little bit. There's a lot of the shows that are very interactive by the panel and the host and stuff. A lot of people don't get that, or they don't really know that some of them, live chats can be like that. So share the videos and bring some more people into the comment section. So, G, what you got going on? Anything? What's up for you now that you're home from Sandy?
Probably to a workshop on Tuesday.
Okay. Any topic by any chance?
The 2A workshop is for people that are interested in stuff, so they bring the topics.
Okay. I don't know if you started the show with a theme or not.
Not that one. That's for people to build their skill set. So if you have issues or questions, bring them.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
A group of goats is called a herd, a trip, or a tripe.
Trip? Oh, I think I've heard trip. I think I've heard that.
Herd, trip, or tribe. Sorry.
Oh, tribe. Huh. Taters, what's going on? Oh, sorry, G. Go ahead.
Glock.
A Glock. That would be funny.
Glock of kids.
Yeah.
A Glock of kids.
What's a whole bunch of Glocks called? A flock of Glocks?
Perfection.
A pallet.
Oh, shit. Oh,
it's called a pallet.
Oh, you got me on that one.
Support your local Chinese restaurants.
Gam, herd, mob, pod for whales. See, look, now you learned something. Now you can't be mad. Now you can't say the show sucks because you learned something as amazing as that.
What's a group of jellyfish called?
I think it's called a swarm.
Half of a PB&J? I don't know. Swarm, that would make sense.
There's two. That's one of them.
A set.
Nope.
Bloom.
A bloom.
Oh, yeah.
So you got nothing going on, Taters? Is that what you meant when you said nope?
I'm in a school of jellyfish is like a nope. Get away from me.
Yeah, beat it.
Yeah.
No, I don't have anything going on.
Glowing in the water. I'm trying to go swim with them.
Yeah. No, thanks.
No, dude. My cousin got stung by a jellyfish one time, and she threw up all over me.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Some people pay extra for that, though. So
was she cute at least?
My cousin? I mean, yeah. Duh.
Oh, I see. This is going downhill.
This is why we're trying to cap it off early.
Wow.
Yeah, we got to get out of here before it gets worse. Not that if you listen to the show the whole way through, you wouldn't think it could get worse, but
just go back to the very first episode where Midnight had a panel. That kind of sets the standard.
Hey, as long as he isn't involved with his cousin and he's in Arizona, I'm okay with that. Because otherwise,
yeah, you guys got to keep Taters out of Arizona.
Yep.
Why can't he go to Arizona?
Taters is having cousins throwing up on him and stuff. You don't need that out there. You don't want that out there.
No, especially out here because it'll be construed the wrong way.
She lives in a whole different state these days now. Okay, calm down.
State of inebriation.
State of denial.
Yeah. Roll call. What's going on with you, buddy?
I got a freaking laundry list. First of all, I want to see the little guy. You got to bring out the little guy. We got to get the wound up some bitch going. Get the little guy out. Come on.
So,
ain't got time.
Well, nurse shooter's in bed.
Cindy, you have been nominated for this week as the wound up sumbitch of the week.
Go get roll call.
Wound up shall not be infringed. Man, there you go.
You're not in charge of the shirts.
She's in charge of the shirt.
You're not in charge of the shirts. I'll tell you what to charge for the goddamn shirts, you stupid son of a bitch. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remember to send all hate mail to shootingleftofcenter@gmail.com.
That's right.
You know, I should bring a shirt for roll call when we go to Tulsa.
There you go.
Yeah. So, and the other things that I want to say is go to that guy's video and just post sad faces. The emoji sad face with the tears. Go post that. Everybody go right over there. Post that and put the sad faces. Other than that, I would thank you for having me on your show. It's been a great night. It's been a great experience. Go check out my channel. I'll see you guys in Tulsa in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We're about to have a great time. We're about to, maybe go to Snob's house and shit in his toilet in the upper tank.
Tanking it.
And thank you very much.
Real call.
Thank you
Gonna
very
top
much.
tank it.
All right. Ape, you want to roll us out of here?
All right, shameless self-promotion aside, ladies, gentlemen, and Jonases of all ages, thank you for watching Midnight Range TM's The Closer. Be sure to check out gunchannels.com for more Pro 2A content. This concludes our regularly scheduled programming, but we'll be back later today with open lobbies throughout the day. Gunchannels.com Monday night programming. At 8 p.m. Eastern, it's Clover Tax, MOA Monday, and Hawaii Volcano Squads locked and loaded. At 9 p.m. Eastern, it's Never Enough Ammo, a.k.a. Mr. Matt's The Guns and Geeks podcast, The Week in Geek. At 11 p.m. Eastern, it's the Outlaw Hatfield's Monday Night Shootout. And every weeknight at midnight Eastern, it's The Daily Gun Show. Check out GunTube.org as a free and unrestricted Pro 2A video platform. If you like what you see, go over to Patreon and throw Night Strike a couple of bucks. For cool 2A swag, go over to GearWebsites.com. And remember, a hot dog is sandwich, a Slim Jim is candy, and a cold, soggy, nasty-ass pizza is better than a cold, soggy, nasty-ass hamburger.
That is true. We decided it here, so it is fact. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, as we said, support people. Support people that, you like their content, support the Second Amendment. If you don't know how to support the Second Amendment or you're not sure how to, maybe support somebody that does. And let's keep the content flowing. Yeah. It's super important to check out, keep an eye on local stuff. I'm in PA, did a video on PA Bill 768, registration bill, and mandatory gun locks and all that kind of garbage. Hopefully it won't go anywhere, but you need to be aware of it, because if it's happens in one state, it will happen in another. People don't understand how things have changed. They're going on local levels, and cities and towns and counties are deciding that they're gonna do what they want. Screw the Second Amendment, and that little stuff is it's like a cancer. It just feeds on itself and spreads. So be aware of what's going on, and like I said, support the people that are bringing you the information that you want to, not that you want to hear, but that you need to hear. Okay, so I'll see you next week. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Check you next time. Bye.